near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who cares why we're fighting? It's about the fight. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm fighting the war because it's a Tuesday. Welcome to October. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday stream. It is October 2nd, 2018, in the year of our Lord Anno Domini. Welcome to the first full month of fall. What is going on? It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well, and looking forward to an awesome stream today as we return to the land of game books, specifically the land of Sagard the Barbarian game books, a new game book for us, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Before I get there, I do want to remind everybody, thank everybody for being here, and remind you about ways to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to follow the channel. That is always much appreciated. Thank you, Echo. If you haven't done so already, please consider supporting the YouTube channel by checking out the ArvTube, !ArvTube. Will help you check that out. !ArvCord will get you over to the Discord, where you can hang out with Arvanauts in between streams. That's the Discord. !ArvShop, well, actually ArvTweets will get you over to my Twitter, where if you follow that, you can always see when I'm going to be going live approximately. Also, while we're on the subject of tweets, !Tweet would allow you to retweet this stream, so please do that. Let people know that we're going to be over here doing this thing. That is always appreciated. !ArvShop will get you over to my merchandise area, where you can get Infinity and Beyond merchandise, although soon we'll be expanding that to other things, looking at Esper Genesis and Assignment Impossible, as well as other things. And then we've got !ArvTreon, which is the Patreon, which allows you to support the channel financially financially. That is always a big thing, and always makes a big difference. We are currently sitting right underneath 400, so that really is the financial backbone of the channel. It allows you to inspire, which actually reminds me that I need to make a note that I need to renew everyone's inspirations. So I need to make sure that I do that. Renew inspirations. Okay, good. I just made a note of that so I don't forget. But you can use that to inspire in our tabletop campaigns. And then also gets you cool stuff for yourself, cool stuff for the channel. And then last but certainly not least, we've got the subsystem. And I want to thank Cloud Kingdom for renewing before we even got started. We were just underway. Thank you, Cloud Kingdom. 13 months in a row. He's got that awesome bronze custom sub badge. And of course the gold get hype that he can use. So thank you. Thanks to Cloud, we are currently sitting at 70 subs. So thanks to all of you who have made that possible. We are at 70 subs. So onward and upward, but I'm really excited about that. 70 subs is really awesome. I'm really excited. Yeah, we got a lot of gift subs. We've had September was just this past month, so that helped. And yeah, it's been great. A lot of people have been picking up, so I'm really excited about that. So thank you for all of you who have been with me. And of course, Cloud's been with me for a while. So thank you. Thank you. That is good stuff. Now, a couple of notes about schedule, and then we'll get into the game here. So I have posted my schedule, and if you double check, you'll be able to see what is here. Not by doing that though, but actually by typing in the actual command. So yeah, thanks. I was like, why is that not okay? So if you take a look at the calendar, you can see that I've put it in here. So now this is, I want to make clear, this is still very tentative because I'm still getting things locked in place. So some of these things can shift around. But as of right now, what it looks like we're doing is Lone Wolf HD Remastered will be on Friday. Saturday, we've got D&D with viewers. Next Tuesday, we've got Adventures in Middle-earth. That's pretty certain that that's going to happen. That's at this time slot next Tuesday. And then we've got more Pen and Pixels in the afternoon. By the way, I'll be over doing my Pathfinder Kingmaker series. I am, in fact, going to be doing that as a series on GOG. So that's going to be happening today. And I'm going to be doing that and occasionally alternating with some D&D with GOG over on that channel for a while. So, so yes, Adventures in Middle-earth next week, then Pen and Pixels, Pathfinder Kingmaker. Then next Friday, the 12th, will be Assignment Impossible. Now, that's going to be a later start, and the reason for that is that I'm going to be doing it from my hotel in Ottawa because I'm going to CanCon a week from this coming Friday, where I'm going to be doing some panel presentations. I'm going to be doing a reading, and on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live event, an Adventures in Middle-earth live in front of a studio audience event with Amal El-Matar, who of course will be a special guest there. She will be there live. Also, we will have Will Jones will be driving there, so he will be with us live. I will, of course, be there live. And then Terry Tunes, and about which more in just a moment, and Trendane will both be there Skyping or Zooming in from Germany and from California. So we will both be there doing a live event, Adventures in Middle-earth. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Unusual Saturday stream for AME because it's usually on Tuesdays, but to get that special live event, that's what we're doing. So I'm super excited about that. Also, Brahms, I'm really glad to hear that. It sounds like it was pretty good. We will see how that works. It sounds pretty good. It's hard to tune in is what you're saying. Well, listen, if you like your adventure books, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, man. I mean, I totally get I understand sort of falling in and out of love with things, you know, like sort of sessions. That's cool, dude. I mean, I am going to be doing the game books regularly, but it's usually only going to be once or twice a month. So I hear you. I don't, you know, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the channel has a lot of tabletop now because I love it myself, and you know, but totally get it. Like, come for what you can, and you know, no pressure ever. But I really appreciate you being here when you can be here. So anyway, where was I? So yes, AME, then we will wrap up Lone Wolf HD, then we'll have Esper Genesis, on the 19th, we'll have D&D with Infinity and Beyond. Right now that's set for the 20th and the 27th, but again, that might shift. Then on Tuesday the 23rd, we will have the premiere of Bard's Tale 4. We'll also have the final vote on that day for the Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And then Esper Genesis again on Friday. And then Saturday will be D&D with the Infinity and Beyond crew. Now, we'll be on the 27th, and then we'll wrap up October with the Patreon-fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month with Pen and Pixels, and although this is only tentative at the moment, the Arvocalists on the 30th. Again, that is only just tentative, so we will see. I always try to do my reading of The Raven, and usually another cool, like, Halloween spooky story to support Halloween, so I'll probably do that as well, but we will see. So we got a busy month of October. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, and yeah, the deal is with that. So Now, I want to make one comment before we bring in my partner in crime for these streams, and that is about this this book. So, Sagard the Barbarian is what we're doing today. Now, as you all know, Twitch has recently created this new tag system to go along with their category system. And the problem is that they don't have anything for the category of game books. They have got, theoretically, they've got a couple of options. You've got Dungeons & Dragons. I could put in retro, and I thought about it. And normally, if this were any other game book written by any other person, I would have put this as retro, because you can't argue that it's not retro. It's absolutely 100% retro. But the reason that I put this as Dungeons & Dragons is, as you can see, this is literally written by Gary Gygax himself. And I think since there is no game book category, and since Gary Gygax actually wrote the book, I don't think it's unreasonable for me to put this under Dungeons & Dragons. I really don't. I'm happy to defend that decision. I think it's perfectly reasonable. On the tags front, I've tried to tag it with what I can, but I really hope they expand the tags available soon, because as of right now, the tags are just bizarre. Like, there are things that are just not listed in there, and there are other things that, like, there's no reason to have a first and also a blind playthrough. There's no reason to have both of those tags and other things. So I feel like it's weird. So I put the tags that I have, but they have some kinks to work out, I think, in the system. So we will see about that. So, oh, your DM in the Discord. Oh, yes. I did echo. I don't really have a name off the top of my head. I know my first name would be Arvo, clearly Arvo, but I'd have to think about a last Hobbit name. I don't know. I got to think about it. So I will consider that and see what I can do about that. But anyway, but I will try to remember to get back to you. I'm just super swamped, Echo, so please don't take it personally if I don't respond immediately. I'm just very swamped with work. Okay, I think that's all the announcements I have to make for the moment. Again, as I say, this schedule is a little bit in flux, but that gives you a basic idea of where we're at. Okay, with that said, I am now happy to bring into the crew. I'm going to unmute myself so they know they're ready to go, and then I will unmute her. And as we move over, it is my pleasure to introduce the finest cartoonist in all of Europe, he said. And that is, of course, Terry Toons, who is doing our live illustrations with us today. Hi, Terry. How are you? How is the greatest cartoonist in Europe doing today?
I don't know. I don't know them personally.
No, it's you. It's you.
Oh, I see.
You are the person. So yes, how are you doing, Terry? How's life in the universe?
A bit tired today because, like, you know, the days are getting shorter and stuff, but otherwise I'm doing fine.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Sugar helps. Eating lots of chocolate helps.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely true.
No, otherwise everything is fine.
And are you excited for the Barbarian life?
Yes,
which
yes,
you've got
I
going
am.
on. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, Cloud. I should mention, since Cloud was nice enough to renew here as well. Cloud, of course, is the one who did these UIs and did these overlays. The reason that this is a little weird today, this isn't your fault, Cloud. I only have 2 of these game books that we're going to be doing, and they're both not fighting fantasy oriented at all. Like they're very different kinds, but I don't have a program that easily does this. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of manual. There's going to be a lot of manual stuff going on, basically, that I'm going to be doing throughout this. The system is a different kind of system, and so, you know, we'll do the best we can. It'll be fine, but it's a different system. This is written by Gary Gygax and the immortal Flint Dill. Really, it's not that immortal. I remember Gary Gygax is the part that matters. So we're going to be going through this game book, which is awesome. This was chosen by you folks as a new set of game books for us to try, so I've got 2 of them.
Totally didn't make them vote for it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't at all, no finger on the scale for any of this. You might just whip something new up anyways. Well, I'll tell you this, Cloud. You know, the 2 that I really need, I mean, again, if you have time, this is not a big deal, but the 2 that are the ones that I think are the most popular, it was this, and the other one that was really popular was the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. So there was a Sherlock Holmes UI. Now, the problem is I don't know what I would need for that yet. I don't even really know what I need for this yet. So I'm not sure what to tell you to whip up yet. Like, I would love it. I just don't know what to say. So maybe as we go through, this will give you an idea. And then this will be good only for a couple of months, though, because I've only got 2 of these books, just so you know. So I hate to make you waste your time, but, you know, just so you know. I will try to do that. Okay. I will try to do that. Thanks, Cloud. So cool. All right. Anyway, yes. So we have we've got Sagard the Barbarian, and as Terry told me, she's doing this like directly opposite of our lone wolf, basically. Like this dude, as I said, he's got muscles on top of muscles, so you can see he is ready to go. And the cover, I don't think I have it here, but the cover of this, I'll show you guys right now. This cover, this guy has got to be the most bored barbarian I've ever seen. Look at this. He's fighting the Green Hydra, right? That guy's like, oh, I have a Hydra looking at me. Well, that's going to be difficult. Even the Hydra's mailing it in. Like, the Hydra's like, yes, I'm supposed to be angry. I look at Roar. Yeah, I'm not happy with you. Like, this is not... Come on now. Like, what is that? Are you kidding me? That dude is not... That looks like... It looks like the guy from the Beastmaster, except if he didn't care. Like, it's a non-caring Beastmaster, you know? Like, that... That's basically where we're at. Anyway. Okay, so it's music time, folks. So we need to fire up some music. So give me... Now, we can't use Conan, okay? But give me some good video game barbarian music. People have...
Conan video games. There are probably some of them out there.
Yeah. There's got... Oh, that's true. I guess I'll check and see if there's a Conan video one. This came out in 1985. So let me see if there's Conan video OST.
Just trying to think of any like old games that also had like a barbarian theme, but literally the only one I can think of is like that one passage from Chrono Trigger where you go like back in the past to like
I see
prehistoric times.
Oh, there is I forgot that there is Age of Conan.
Oh yeah,
all right,
I played that.
That's okay. Age of Conan. You're out, Cloud? What? You don't like barbarians? Listen, you can blame Terry, okay? Because Terry was like. World of Warcraft orc themes. Those are pretty barbarian. Oh, you're out of the selection. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Age of Conan, Hyborian Adventures. Dig it. Oh, it's such a good picture, too. The still picture on YouTube has Conan just leaning back in his throne looking bored. That's such a classic Conan image. Oh, man. I love it.
So which soundtrack are we listening to, since I can't hear this?
We are listening to the Age of Conan, Hyborian Adventures. Full soundtrack. This is from 2008, I guess. So,
yes.
Oh, by the way, and I'm also wearing. I will switch back over just for a moment. We are wearing. I am wearing today my Conan. Let's see. Let's get rid of that, and let me get rid of that, and let me turn on this. So I'm wearing my Conan the Barbarian shirt. What is best in life? Question. Answer. A, to crush your enemies. B, to see them driven before you. C, to hear the lamentations of the women. You can hear them right now. D, all of the above. So, clearly I have selected D.
How did the parody go again by Terry Pratchett?
Oh.
Something like soft toilet paper, warm soup, and... I forgot the third one. I watched that movie a billion times, and I have the book right here.
Take a look at it, because I'm actually reading Equal Rights, I think it is, for Terry Pratchett for my daughter right now.
Aww.
She's a big Pratchett fan, so which is great, because he's great. Okay, so let's move back over to... There we go.
Like, I think like the most iconic line ever written is still like that one line where Rincewind goes, "But my grandpa told me stories of you." Yes, your grandpa. Oh,
yep.
That's why you are so old.
Yep, he's great. My favorite, actually, although my favorite of Pratchett's is Reaper Man. I really like Reaper Man. I actually found Reaper Man very moving in a strange way. That's the thing about Pratchett, of course, is that people think he's just like funny guy, and that's not actually it. He's kind of very serious in some ways. Hey, what's up, Kilobyte? Okay.
Yeah, especially like with the Shepherd's Crown. I was just like staring at the wall for a while.
He's not joking around. Neil Gaiman had interesting things to say about him when he passed away, and they said he was, in some ways, he wasn't very happy. He definitely loved his family, and is all that, but he was not the sort of typical, oh, everything's great.
No.
So yeah. Okay, so there we go.
So Reaper Man, which one was that again? They all have different names in German.
What's the one with where Death basically like goes around and explores? Like, he gives up his job for a while, and he basically goes around to kind of see what people are like and why he's doing what he's doing. He sort of goes to try to learn more about the people that he eventually reaps.
Was that the one where he becomes a farmer?
Yes, where he's a farmer.
Ah,
yep.
yes.
I love that one. It's really, so good. Anyway.
That was one of the first ones I read.
That's very true, Aerodinel. Yep. That's very true. Okay, so let's get underway here on Sagard the Barbarian. Also, is the music loud enough for people? Too loud? How's the music relative to my voice, folks?
I think you need to keep talking.
Check, 1 2, check 1 2 1 2. I'm checking, I'm talking, I'm checking, I'm talking. I'm talking about barbarians right now, and music and barbarians. And also barbarians and music. And music and barbarians. What do we got? What do we got? How's it sound, chat? Barbarians, music, barbarians. How's it sound? Balance. Seems good? Okay. Is that it? Everyone else is like, I don't care, by Crom. It doesn't matter? Okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. I mean, what? We can't hear you. Yeah, very funny, Gilbite. All right. Okay. Here we go. Sagard the Barbarian, number 2. The Green Hydra. 1985, when I was in 8th grade. Introduction. After his adventure in the lair of the Ice Dragon, the Ratican barbarian Sagard has become a full warrior in his tribe. In early spring, he sets out with his tribesmen on a trading mission to the city of Soothorpe to exchange furs and pelts for gold pieces. Crossing through the southern marshes, however, they are attacked by hookahs, and after a furious battle, only Sagard and one hookah brave remain. Thus begins Book 2, The Green Hydra.
They are attacked by hookers? Sounds horrible.
Attacked by hookers.
That sounds like a South Park episode.
Donald Trump attacked by hookers. Will bring down his presidency. No, okay. Alright, so the first thing we've got here, I don't know if I've got an image here.
So here's our boy, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so now you folks can see. I'm so glad that we've got. Okay, good. We've actually got the internal stuff as well. So there we go. We've got the quality work right there. You can see of our boy Sagard. Now, while I'm pulling up this other image for the internal image, do you want to talk a little bit about the different parts? Like what are the sort of highlights that you want chat to focus on here?
The mustache, obviously.
The mustache is huge.
Because nothing says heroism and strength like a well-kept mustache.
No, right.
Then, of course, like the outrageous, 70s hair, or something. I don't know when exactly that hair was, but that was a thing some time ago. So. Okay. Inspired specifically by the game Brutal Legend, which I hope everybody here has played. Other than that, just barbarian stuff, spikes, skulls, huge unpractical sword, muscles.
Right, that's kind of the key thing. The skulls thing is the thing that I was noticing as being one of the really quality portions of this. You know, I like that you've matched the skulls as well. Like you don't have just one skull. You got both skulls down there. What?
Yes. Why is the main reason why barbarians are always so skimpily dressed is actually that they very much care about fashion, and it's very difficult to find matching pieces for their outfits. Mm-hmm. So yes, that's why they always wear so little, because everything has to fit just perfectly, or they can't wear it. Right.
So that's cool. I love it. What I don't love is why my freaking image that I just downloaded is not showing up. Yeah, can you please download for me, right now, like I asked you to already? Thank you. Okay, jeez. It's like, would you like me to download this? Yeah, I would. Could you please, like I asked you the first time? Okay. There we go. All right. So we're gonna move over this just for a minute so you can see what it is that you're actually attacking. Or that is attacking us, I should say. So we have only one hookah warrior left, and that's what this is. And don't ask me to tell you what a hookah warrior is. I have no idea. This whole thing is new to me, just as it is all new to you. So, okay, here we go. I see you, Violacious Ton. What's up, Violacious Ton? What's up, dude? I see you. How you been, man? I saw that. What's up, Elias? How you doing, Violacious? Good to see you. I know I saw you in there. I see it. I see you. Sensei noticed you. What's up? Okay. A hookah warrior, his skin emblazoned with war paint and his feathered spear held high, charges across a murky swamp at you. Holding your sword ready, your steel-hewn muscles ache from combat, and your heart pounds with rage. Okay, if this is your first Heroes Challenge book, and it is, turn to section 102 and read the combat instructions. All right, Here we go. Here are the combat instructions. All right, you can hear the combat music right now as we speak. Okay. So the combat music on 102. So it goes like this. Okay. All you need to play this game are the book and a pencil. You lie. Okay, fighting. In a number of places in this book, you will encounter enemies and choose to or have to fight them. There can be only 3 possible outcomes to a fight. Even the instructions sound like barbarian stuff. There can be only 3 possible outcomes. You can win, lose, or flee. Winning a fight. You win a fight when you have reduced an enemy's hit points to 0. Or in situations where you're fighting more than one enemy, you win when you have reduced, say it with me chat, all of the enemy's hit points to 0. Losing a fight. You lose a fight when you're...
Many?
What, Terry?
How many hit points exactly?
Zero.
Zero.
Less than 1.
It was very, very unclear.
I love that it describes it. Losing a fight. You lose a fight when your number of hit points falls to... What do you think, Terry?
2.
No! Wrong! What is best in life is 0.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
0. So, fleeing a fight. When you feel that you might lose a particular fight or that the fight isn't worth having, you may try to flee. Fleeing is a 50-50 proposition. If you flip the pages and get an even number, if you toss a coin and roll heads, or if you roll a die and get an even number, you have successfully fled. You may attempt to flee only before your combat turn and only once per round. When you've fled successfully, read the flee section at the end of the combat page. Okay, all very clear. So, combat takes place in rounds. It's resolved by generating random numbers from 1 to 4. Okay, so Sagard strikes first. Of course he strikes first. I mean, who else would fight? Okay, combat can go for several rounds. Each battle you fight will be different. Hit points are the number of points of damage a player may take. As Sagard, you are given 20 hit points. Okay, so let's make sure we mark that down. We are given 20 hit points. Actually, wait, that should be under stamina. So 20... 20. Alright, 20 hit points. So we have 20 hit points. We're barbarian. No, that's why you have 20. That 20 hit points is like you get 5 hit points per muscle. And actually, I mean 1 hit point per muscle. And like each muscle gets its own hit point. Alright, I guess that actually would give us like 500 hit points, so maybe that's not right. But anyway. So, okay. So you were given 20 hit points. This means you'll have to take 20 points of damage before you're out of the game. Each time you score a hit or hits on an opponent, you cross out the total number of boxes worth of damage you do on the creature's chart. Fighting levels are different for different characters. In this book, Sagard begins as a level 3 fighter. And what that means is that if you roll a 1 on a 4-sided die, you do 1 point of damage. If you roll a 2, you get 1 point of damage. If you roll a 3, you get 2 points of damage. And if you roll a 4, you get 3 points of damage. So basically, you do damage based upon your level as a fighter. And then, let's see, the higher the fighting level, and then the other guy is also a high-level fighter. The higher the fighting level, the more dangerous the opponent is. Remember, there can be only 3 possible outcomes: win, lose, or flee. Okay, so that's all pretty simple. So, Sagard is level 3. The Hookah Warrior is level 2. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have someone, and I'm going to suggest Kilobyte because he's done it before. Kilobyte, are you willing to roll the dice for your character? You need roll only 1 through 4. Can you do that and roll for our boy, Sagard the Barbarian?
Fool, Sagard is a man!
He's like, our man, Sagard. He's more than a man, he's a barbarian. It goes boy, man, barbarian. That's the link. And then God. Boy, man, barbarian, God. Okay, Killbite, can you do the dice rolling? If not, I will throw it open to others in chat to be able to do it. Hey. I have no dice. Nonsense. You have the WotC dice roller. Yeah, I'll give you the WotC dice roller. This is the one that I use when I'm doing stuff online. This is the one I use. Right there. That's the one. Okay. Now let me get rid of the downloads thing here.
Also, is it canon that Sagard is actually 3 meters tall? Can that be a thing?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool.
I mean, you can't really get a sense from the cover anyway, so I think it's reasonable.
Well, I mean, the one on the cover that's just...
That
the
guy,
guy
I don't...
they cast for the pilot, but then, like, they kicked him out and got a different actor to play him.
Exactly. That's the thing. You might be too novice for this. No. You don't have to worry about a modifier. You just roll... If you pop up that link that I posted there, Cloud, all you have to do is just roll. Literally, it's right at the very top. All you do is just click roll, and it'll give you a number. That's all you have to do. You roll it again, it'll give you another number. It's the very top one. It's the 1d4. You don't have to put in any modifiers or anything. You just click roll. That's all you have to do. Super simple. So let me know. Let me know when you're cool while I make one adjustment here on this thing.
Oh, I should maybe save this thing every once in a while.
That'd be a good idea. Okay, let me know, Cloud, if you're good to go. Are you cool? You're super cool. All right, you got this. Yeah, just the top one. No different dice. Okay, I'm cool. You will be fine. Okay, so the way this is going to work, Cloud, is that Sagard is going to strike first. So when he strikes the monster, and actually I'm going to put up his mount here. Hookah Warrior. So he is a level 2 fighter, and his stamina is 10. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to start with this, chat. All right, here we go. We're going to see how this all goes. So, we're going to start with the Hookah Warrior. So, Cloud is going to roll, and he's going to tell me the number. Now, you're honor-bound to tell us the true roll that you get, Cloud. So, no 15 4s in a row, okay? Unless that actually happens, but that's not very likely. So, all right. 2, I swear, by my name. Okay, good. That's good. We need to have a lot of swearing by names in this one. Okay, so, rolls a 2. That means that you will do 1 point of damage to the Hookah Warrior. Now I will roll for the Hookah Warrior. He rolls a 4. Oh god, this is not starting well. 2 points of damage to Sagard. Okay, now you must roll again. Roll, Sagard. Take down this cowardly dog. Which is an insult to dogs. This cowardly cat. Okay, 2. 1 point of damage. Alright, and then I roll again. 3. All right, it's a little better. Okay, that only does 1 point of damage to Sagard. All right. Here we go. All right, next roll, Cloud. 1. All right. That still does 1 point of damage because he is Sagard. All right. This time he gets a 2. So the Hookah Warrior gets 2, so that's only 1 point of damage to Sagard. I know. What's up, Evil Marinim, by the way? Okay, Cloud. Next roll. Nah, it's fine. It'll all even out. 3. See, already it improves. 2 points of damage to this cowardly Hookah Warrior. Okay, oh, and I have to roll. Another 2. Only 1 point of damage to the mighty Sagard. Okay. Next roll, Cloud. 2. That will do 1 point of damage. Okay, so he's down to 4 points of stamina. And when I roll, he only gets a 1. He does no damage at all, the pathetic Hookah Warrior. I laugh at your spear. Alright, next one, Cloud. 2. Alright, so it will do another point of damage to him. He's down to 3. He's down to 3. He rolls a 4. Ow. 2 points of damage to the mighty Sagard. Alright, take down this hookah bastard. 2-2. Alright, he's down to 2 points of damage. We're getting there. We're just whittling him away. Just like gradually like carving off little bits of his muscle at a time. Okay, he gets 2, so that means only 1 point of damage to the mighty Sagard. Alright, take down this guy. The Cloud Factor. What's up, Ward Weaver? 1 point of 1. So he does 1 point of damage. Alright. He rolls a 3. That means that he does 1 point of damage to Sagard. Okay. And last roll. Let's finish strong. What's up, Kooky? Let's finish strong. Another 2. Alright, and the Hookah Warrior finally falls to the ground. Okay. Wait, I opened the wrong one. No, I did not lose. If you win... Section 11. Okay, good. We've defeated him. His spear broken, the Hookah warrior takes flight through the oozing swamp. Gain 1 experience mark. Okay, so we're going to put experience marks up here. Okay, let's find out how experience works in here. Let's see. Experience marks are permanent. At the beginning of the book is at level 3. When he has 60 experience marks, he moves up to level 4. So we're looking to get up to 60 so he can level up to level 4. All right, so he's at 1 out of... Actually, wait. No, that's not the way to do it. He's at 1. Going to get him up to 60. Okay, there we go. So the Hookah warrior is dead, and that will allow us to turn off the internal image as soon as I can find it on my thing. There we go. Awesome. Now, so you consider chasing him, but you have already fought enough for one day, and let him run, knowing that he will soon alert his tribesmen. All around are the remains of a terrible struggle. The Hookahs ambushed your small trading party, and now their spears stick out of the knee-deep muck like pampas fronds. Hookah shields float in the water along with the tattered remains of your tribesmen. After dragging the bodies of your people to dry ground, you build a funeral pyre and commend their bodies to flame. In the flickering firelight, you eat food rations, which will no longer be needed by your comrades, and regain 3 hit points. It is a mighty meal. Inspecting the corpses, you discover one that is different from all of the others. Not a hookah at all. Instead of being covered by bright war paint, this creature, looking more reptilian than human, is clad in black leather armor, and his skin is a sickly gray. On his chest is a medallion. Wiping off a layer of slime that covers it, you discover that it is made of glassy volcanic rock and etched with cryptic hieroglyphics which seem to glow as you try to read them. Taking it as a token of the battle, you slip it around your neck. Okay? So we have a medallion. It's good stuff. Sadness drifts like mist through the darkening swamp. As the sun drops below the horizon, crickets begin their nightly chant, and black bats flutter in overhanging trees. And though you try, your mind cannot explain the mysterious gurgling sounds from deep in the brooding gloom. On the other hand, your mind cannot really explain many things, as you are Sagard the Barbarian. I made that part up. As darkness covers the sky like a veil of death, you search through a pile of goods you have salvaged. You find several gold and silver trinkets, which will be worth many gold coins to traders in Soothorpe. You must make a choice. You may either continue on to Soothorpe, or return to your village. Okay, now, let me see if I can pull up the map for you guys. Let's see if they have this map. Sagard the Green Hydra map. Images. This music is pretty sweet for this, actually. They have a limited map. That's not good enough. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to window capture this. So here is... Oops, wait a second. Let me studio mode this first. All right, let me just circle in on that. This is very dramatic decision-making music. Okay, let's move that down all the way to the bottom. Okay. All right, and let's transition. Okay, so here we go, folks. Here is the map that we're looking at. So as of right now, we are sitting in the swamp. What swamp is it? The Southern Marshes. So we are in the Southern Marshes, and I'm trying to find like where the Southern Marshes. Ah, here we go. The Hookah Marsh. So we are right. I don't know if I can ping it for you, but if you see right in the center of the window, yeah, exactly. I'm totally wrapping that talisman around the neck. That's pretty honestly nice. So you can see the Hookah Marsh is right in the middle of that map. You guys see that over there? So the Hookah Marsh is right in the center, pretty much. And so we have to decide if we're going to continue to Soothorpe or return to our village. Now, our village is up to the left. You can actually see the little X on the top left of the map, or continue to Soothorpe, which is the bottom right. So do we go back to the village, or do we continue on to Soothorpe, is the question. So let me pop up our first choice of the day here. All right. What's it going to be? Is it going to be going back to the village, or are we going to go on to Soothorpe and continue the quest that we began? What shall we do? Now that we've taken down the Hookah Barbarian, the Hookah Fools, the Hookah Jerks. I like, by the way, each one of these sections actually is like titled, and it looks super dramatic. So the top of it's Section 11, Defeating the Hookah Warrior. Like it has its own title. It's very, very funny. All right, Cloud says, on to Soothorpe. Remember, Aridinel, it goes $vote space and then the number you'd like, and it will register your vote that way. So get in your vote right now, folks. $vote space and then the number that you would like. Yeah, you may not have been here for that before, Aridinel. I forgot. There you go. On to Soothorpe.
Like, I gotta say, until now, Sitara was like my favorite design I did on the show so far, but yeah, I think Sagard.
You think Sagard was more? That's pretty awesome. Sitara was the one that we did for the space for
yes.
Assassin, right? Is that one?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, it works a little bit better. For an emergency, is there not a roll bot? There is actually, Cloud. That's a good point, but I don't remember. It might be roll, actually. Let me see. I don't actually remember. There's a command that does it, but I don't recall what it is, to be honest with you, Cloud. But there is a command that does it. Okay, last call. The reason I like having chat, yeah, no, I could certainly do it. I mean, the reason I like having chat do it is that it's chat being slightly more engaged in the process, and it also means that way that they can they know who to blame if they lose. So I'm just kidding. It's not absurd. Why would they blame you for having Sagard the Barbarian die in the first fight? I mean, I can't.
He cannot die. He is immortal.
He's immortal. He simply respawns. That is.
Yes.
That is who it is. Yeah, I already know who to blame. Exactly. Viewer interaction. That's exactly right. Okay, last call. Anyone else going to vote on this? Anyone else want to move on to Soothorpe or back to the village? Now's your chance. Now is your chance. Well, you know what, Cloud? The thing is that barbarians don't use the toilet. So that's, barbarians just will their waste out of existence.
Makes sense.
Respawn or checkpoint. They're just like by Crom, I cannot take a moment. Number 1 and number 2 is not this moment. I like the image of Sagard just pees on his enemies.
Don't give me ideas.
Oh God, no, that
to draw that.
I will veto that drawing like no one's business. Okay, we are going on to Soothorpe. I cannot go back home knowing I lost because I had to take a dump. Exactly. That is for mortal men. All right. So you are going on to Soothorpe, spoken like a true barbarian. Okay, Section 6, The Abandoned Canoe. Not far from the massacre site is an abandoned canoe.
A canoe.
Oh,
How scary, how obvious.
Oh, yeah. Grimly realizing that the hookahs who stealthily paddled to the ambush will not be needing it anymore, you consider taking it. It offers you the most expedient mode of travel, and perhaps the most dangerous. With it, you can be quickly away from the hookahs, but you might be visible to owl-eyed hookahs when the moon comes up. Shunning the canoe, you may head south by land. By daybreak, you would reach the ancient road. The land route, however, has pitfalls of its own, for the hookahs often lay traps on the marsh-lined trails. Will you take the landward route, or will you take the canoe? Okay, the landward route.
Must be a very epic canoe.
It's a super epic canoe.
Does it have,
It has like skulls on the canoe. Like the canoe is just a hollowed out dragon skull that's been like sealed in and stuff.
Have you ever watched that movie, Ronald the Barbarian?
No.
Like it's a relatively low budget 3D animated movie that came out some time ago. Was on Netflix for a time. Over here anyway. I think it's a Danish movie and it's hilarious. It's like all the barbarian cliches, you know?
That's awesome.
Absolutely not the type of movie you would want to watch with your daughter, though.
Yeah, not safe for work or for family either.
Yeah, no,
okay.
not very.
Okay.
Not even remotely.
Okay, Ronald the Barbarian. I will check that out.
Ronald the Barbarian.
Oh, Ronald. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Ronald. He just clenches until the waist turns into a singularity in a. That's either disgusting or awesome, Aridinel. I can't decide which of those is the best. I'm gonna tear this canoe a new one. Okay, so everyone's voting for the canoe. Okay, I'm gonna last call this. Anyone else who wants to do that as well? So you know that one, Cloud? Yeah, because Cloud is from Denmark. So you know that one, Cloud. Was that required watching for all Denmark children? Like, when Denmark school children, were they all required to watch Ronald the Barbarian at a certain point?
I don't think that movie is that old.
No. Oh, man. It's not even children material. Well, I mean, I don't know. Oh, it's too new. Okay. I don't know. Maybe Danish culture, you know, is more in favor of showing kids not safe for work barbarian movies.
Well, I mean, every country is one compared to the US, but...
Yeah, well, yes. You got it. I got that right. Listen to this music. The canoe. This music is so great. We take care of our younglings. You probably do it a hell of a lot better than we do, Cloud. Trust me. So this is him holding up the canoe over his head. The canoe. This music is the best.
Cloud, is Valhalla also a Danish movie, or was it a Swedish one? I'm not sure. You know, like the hand-drawn animated one based on the comics of the same name?
He says Valhalla the
Yes, the really old one.
Okay, so
I think it's from the 80s or something, or at least early 90s.
Okay, so we have taken the canoe. Section 35, taking the river. As I switch off from this cool map back to Terry's even cooler artwork. The canoe drifts slowly through an eerie swamp filled with twisted trees and curtains of moss that hang like waiting serpents. The darkening sky is aswirl with bats, and from the distant woods comes the glimmer of hungry, glowing eyes. Stilling your breath, you paddle softly, knowing that the slightest sound could bring a teeming flock of hookah arrows. Regain 5 hit points, because apparently when you still your breath, you automatically get hit points because you are Sagard the Barbarian. I don't know why you get them, but that's fine.
Constitution points are like 20, so he automatically regenerates his hit points over time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and when he stills his breath, his body automatically goes into just reinvesting his muscles, like at that point. In time, the throbbing of distant drums begins. At first, you only hear them to the west, but gradually the haunting rhythms come from all sides. Their hollow, monotonous beat sends terror up your spine. The drums can only mean one thing. The hookahs love percussion. No, the hookahs are on a death hunt. You hear intermittent rustling sounds from the shore. Intermittent feels weird the way I've been reading this. Like, you hear intermittent rustling sounds from the shore, but you see nothing. Your muscles scream for a rest, but still you summon the strength to paddle harder. As you watch for motion in the woods, a woman's voice calls to you out of the darkness. Come, brave warrior, let me heal your pains. Looking to the far bank, you see a shapely form silhouetted in the moonlight. Of course it's Scylla. Curious, you start to turn the canoe, because you're dumb, when a sudden jolt throws you forward. In the instant before the canoe tips, you see what appears to be a large log in the dark, murky water. Suddenly, the log seems to split in half, revealing 2 long rows of blade-sharp teeth. Oh, crap. Desperately, you dive from the canoe as a monstrous mouth crushes the front half of your canoe. Can I say canoe any more times in one sentence? You dip under the dark, slimy water. Terror fills your heart as you brush against the scales of a hideous beast. Rising to the top, you hear a bestial hiss and look up in horror. A hideous creature is silhouetted against the full moon. It stands 10 feet fall. That's right, it says fall. 10 feet fall. And has the body of a dinosaur with the head of a crocodile. It is called a Crocosaurus.
Wait, is that what it's actually saying?
It seriously is called a Crocosaurus. It's even capitalized. Armed with sharp claws and pulverizing jaws, the Crocosaurus is a formidable enemy. Its only weakness is that it is slow, yeah, you think? Were you on dry land, you might be able to flee from it, but you are knee-deep in swamp. Because of your speed, you strike twice for each time he strikes you. Oh my god, there's a picture. It's literally called a Crocosaurus. Please, God, let there be a picture. Although, actually, I'd also be interested to see how you do this. How you do this.
I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna come up with my own interpretation.
Crocosaurus. Yes, there's a picture. Wait, why is this on Bing? What the flip? I don't want Bing. The hell's wrong with you, freaking Microsoft? Never do that again. Okay, yeah, there it is. Haha. Okay. View image. Save image. Yeah, all of a sudden it just pops up on my screen. I'm like, what? I want Bing. Okay, here we go. So let me put this on here for the moment. I will studio mode this. Okay. Okay. All right, chat, here we go. Are you ready for the Crocosaurus? Crocosaurus! There it is. That is the Crocosaurus. Okay, so the Crocosaurus. Jesus, the Crocosaurus is a level 5. Oh my god. Okay, so guys, the Crocosaurus is a level 5. What that means is that if he rolls a 4, he hits us for 4 points of damage. He has 25 stamina. We're level 3. Can I recommend that we flee?
Sagard doesn't flee from
Although I will say that we get to hit him twice for every time he hits us. So we can hit him twice, he only hits us once. So actually this is, okay, this is not as bad as I thought it was. So the question is, I'll leave it up to chat, whether we should fight the Crocosaurus or flee. Okay, we'll open the poll. Should we fight the Crocosaurus or flee? He has 25 stamina, so he's more powerful than us, but we can hit him twice for every time he hits us. So that's pretty good. What's up, Flat Hat, by the way? I thought so it's still tough, but it's not impossible. I thought that was going to be impossible. So the way it works is that every time we roll a 4, we do 3 points of damage. By the way, they have in the book all the marks for the hit points. So you like cross off each hit point. And then after the last hit point, instead of a number, it just says begin the book again. So you just go like 20, 19, no, 1, begin the book again. So we've got 19 stamina to his 25, and we can hit him twice for his every 1. It's just if he hits us, he's bad. So it's very close call. Because there's no guarantee that we'll flee successfully. He could also just hit us without us, you know, being able to do any damage to him. This music right now is Crocosaurus fighting music. Also, thank you for the retweet, by the way, Elias. What's up, Lonely Knight? It's always the D4, yes. It's just a gator with a beer belly, pretty much. And yes, it is always the D4. Okay, last call, folks. I see we have some brave barbarians in this chat. You guys are like, you know what? This Crocosaurus is a crock of crap. Know what I'm saying?
This is like the first test to like see if we can properly roleplay this barbarian, because Sagard would not run from
That's
a
true.
line.
He wouldn't run from a Crocosaurus.
So you automatically lose if you run away.
That's true. This music is dramatically talking about the image of this. Actually, one of my novels, I actually have a swamp battle. It's not against a Crocosaurus, but and Greyshade is not a barbarian, but yeah, it's funny. Okay. Lovely. So, that is set. That's good to go. Wonderful. All right. Here we go. Sagard, you strike twice. So roll twice for me, please, Cloud. Yeah, the barbarian's like, that's food for a week. It's dead. Yep. Okay, so roll twice, Cloud. He's got 25. Crocosaurus. What's this music? Da-da-da. 1 and 2. Okay. So that means that Sagard does 1, 2. So we did 2 points of damage to the Crocosaurus. Now the Crocosaurus will roll. He rolls a 4. That's a bad start. 4 points of damage to Sagard. Well, damn it. All right, let's keep it up. We can recover. 4. See, there you go. There you go. 3 points of damage to the Crocosaurus. And the next one? 1. Okay, so 5 points of damage total. There you go. 19. He gets a 2. Okay, he does 3 points of damage. Okay, next 2 rolls. 2 and 4. All right. So we've got a 1 and a so 4 points of damage. Okay. So 15. He rolls a 3. That means that he does 3 points of damage. We're doing it. The problem is we may run out of. Okay, 4. 3. Okay, and you're sure you're not lying, right? You're being honest.
So next one is done.
Next one is done. Okay, cool. As soon as we finish this Crocosaurus fight, I'm going to switch back over to it. I believe you. I'll print screen you right now. No, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. You already swore on your name. I will print screen you right now, son. That's funny. Okay, we're catching up. So he's got 10, and he's got 9. He's got a roll. He gets 3. Okay, 6 points. Okay, we need some good rolls here, chat. We need some hypes. We need some stuff. 3 and 2. Okay, so that means he's going to do a 2 and a 1 is 3. Okay, 7. He has 7 points. We have 6 points. He rolls a 2. God, he does 3 points of damage even on a 2. This is going to be rough. Okay, we need 4s. We need 4s in the worst way. 4? That's 1 4. 3. Okay. That was still pretty good. That's 5 more points of damage. Okay, we have 1 chance, chat. We have 1 chance. He needs to roll a 1. He needs to roll a 1 here. Oh, he rolled a 2. God bless America. 3 points of damage. Sagard. He's dead.
What?
Sagard the Barbarian. I mean, I meant respawn. Man, he's only 2 points away, the Crocosaurus. Oh, man. The Barbarian. Okay. I should have saved right after the Hookah Warrior fight. So, it was a chance, though. No, it was. It was definitely a chance. Man, that was super close. Yeah. We definitely knew it. We definitely knew it. All right. Well, that gives us a chance to take off this internal image and check out. That's awesome. So that's Sagard, and that's the Hookah Warrior that he just defeated. Oh man, I don't think I specified Hookah the 10-year-old versus.
No. That's a grown man. It's just like
That's pretty awesome.
Sagard is just like more grown.
Oh my god, that's really funny. Okay. Okay, so we begin the book again. All right, so let us move back up to the Hookah Warrior. We've just defeated the Hookah Warrior. And we now have to decide. We decided that we're going to do with we're still moving on to Soothorpe. I think that's fine. We'll move back to the last decision, major decision, which was made, which was the landward route versus the canoe. I blame myself. I go to let you get killed.
The Crocosaurus was a dinosaur with a crocodile's head. Yes.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw on...
No. I decided not to see
Oh, that's right. You didn't want to see it. That's right.
Yes. I'm just going to do my worst here.
It's okay, Cloud. It's not like that reputation will follow you for a long time. Just kidding. Okay, so the question is, you now know that we're going to face the Crocosaurus, though we could try to flee it if we wanted, but we're going to deal with that one way or the other. So the question is, we have here the abandoned canoe. So we could either take the canoe, which is the fastest route, but we will run into the Crocosaurus, or we could take the landward route, but the landward route is a little longer, and also we could face danger from traps. So, where should we go? Via the canoe? Sorry, the land... What should we take? Landward route or the canoe? All right, Chad, here we go. Shakes his head disappointed. Okay, so the canoe. Now, you know what you're facing, but we could see it and flee from it, or we could see it and this time Cloud could actually hit him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. I do the same thing to Kilobyte. Before that to Lego Freak as well. I think the real problem is that I hadn't yet had my egg. My hard-boiled egg. So, now that Sagard is having his hard-boiled egg, that should make a big difference. Okay. I think that he's up to... I think he's at 13 stamina, I believe is where... rather 14 stamina. I believe is where I saw it. Mm-hmm. I thought, I thought you had a good shot, actually. I mean, the thing is that it does out-level us by 2. The only reason that it's even vaguely doable is the fact that we get to attack twice for every 1. But the guy hits for 3 points of damage, even on a 2. He hits like a truck, so... Yeah, exactly. I hadn't had protein for breakfast, so I was weak and sluggish. Also, after the egg, what I also have is a cinnamon scone. Now, I feel like the combined power of the egg and the cinnamon scone makes it very unlikely, Well, I know. And actually, Sagard boils this egg just by the heat of his hands. He just picks up an egg, holds it, and then it just boils in his hand automatically, and then he just... And then he just stares at it, and the shell, embarrassed, falls off the egg, and then he eats the egg.
Seems legit.
He basically is like a far more powerful Chuck Norris, I think is really what we're saying.
Chuck Norris got nothing on it. Amateur.
The best is listening to Chuck Norris desperately try to claim that that he and Bruce Lee had some kind of equivalent quality. He's like, oh yeah, Bruce called me because he wanted me to be in this movie so I could lose to him. And I'm like, yeah, and also because you're worse than Bruce Lee. Because Bruce Lee was the best. And everyone around you says it, so...
I tried to make this thing goofy and cute looking, but like based on the sketch right now, I think I'm failing at that.
Well, which way? In being cute or goofy?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Just have faith. If you have trouble, just make sure you add the canoe into his mouth, and that'll change everything.
No, I already drew the facial expression.
Pictured Christopher Reeve making the diamond for Lois. Exactly! See? All right, so you guys are taking the canoe. All right, you're like, screw that crocodile. Okay. So, taking the river. The canoe drifts slowly through an eerie swamp filled with twisted trees and curtains of moss that hang like waiting serpents. The darkening sky is a swirl with those bats, and from the distant woods come the glimmer of hungry, glowing eyes. I won't run through this all again, you've heard it before, but Sagard does gain 5 hit points. Then there is the Battle of Drums. Then there is a log. Then there is the hideous Crocosaurus. Its only weakness is that it is slow. You strike twice for each time he strikes you. And so the Crocosaurus comes forward. Crocosaurus. 5. 25 stamina. Alright. So, here we go. The time has come, Cloud. It's time to redeem. Yeah, Chuck Norris looks like he's in his 50s, but he's actually 120. That's true. He does look good for his age. Okay, 2 and 2. 1 point of damage, 1 point of damage. He starts out with a 3. Okay, with a 3, he does only 3 points of damage. Last time he did 4 right off the bat, so that's a good start. Alright, next one is 2 and 4. So that means 1 and 3, so he does 4 points of damage. Nice. And the Croc does, only 3 points of damage. God, does he hit hard. Okay, so he's down to 19, we're down to 13. 3 and 1. Okay, so that means we do 2 once, we do 3 more points of damage. 16. He does 2, so another 3 points of damage. Okay. 4 and 1. Okay, so that means he does 4 points of damage. 12, and he does 4. Ow. 4 points of damage. Ow. 2 and 3. So he does 1 and 2. That's 3 points of damage. 1. Okay, he only did 1, so that means he only does 2 points of damage. Oh my god. Yeah, this is no bueno. We may need to flee this, chat. I hate to say it, but I don't know. Coward. 2 and 3. 3 points of damage. Okay. 1 point of damage. Okay, he's down to 2. Actually, I don't think we can win this. He would need to get 2 4s. 2 and 2. All right, 5 and 4. And he rolls a 4. Oh my god. So he bites your head off, basically. Sagard is again dead. Wah, wah. I mean, we got him down. You're not rolling poorly. It's just that to do this, you have to roll, like, ridiculously. I'm sorry, eat my head. Oh, man. I don't know that this is, we'd have to be so lucky. I mean, we would basically have to get a couple of sequences of 4s, and he would have to roll 1 a couple times. Like, it's doable. This is the second time that we got him to within 4 points. Like, the last time I think we got him to 2 points. So it's doable, but... Well, we either not do the canoe, or we do the canoe, but we flee. So that's really the question. Yeah, it's not quite that bad, Aerodinel, but it's not great. It's not great. I'm going to add a stat. Deaths. 2 deaths so far.
Did it anywhere describe in the book, like, what sounds, like, that thing makes?
It did not.
Okay, good.
It said, nope, no sounds.
Good.
It just said that it scales of a hideous beast, sharp claws, pulverizing jaws.
Oh,
apparently it's a ninja Crocosaurus. I had Zergit I got all day. This alligator is scary, okay? That means being here for a long time. That's true. Okay, so here's the options. So... Here are options. What should we do? We can take the landward route, take the canoe, and flee the Croc, or take the canoe and beat him down no matter how long it takes.
Can't we take 10 on defeating him?
Yeah, take 10 on defeating him. Okay, here we go. Alright, there are your options. Take the landward route, take the canoe and flee the Croc, or take the canoe and beat him down no matter how long it takes. There are your options. Immediately everyone is like, take the canoe and flee the croc. Just like get the hell away from the croc. Oh, man. Because the thing is, even though you only have a 50-50 shot of fleeing, and he could hit you every time, I feel like a series of 50-50 shots is going to be better, is going to be more easy than a series, than like a 1 in... I'd have to figure out the statistical chance, but it's got to be like a 2 out of 10, or at best, chance of winning this fight. Because he just hits too hard. Even on a 2, he does 3 points of damage. So it means that you've got basically a 75% chance of him doing at least 2 points of damage. No, not even 2. A 75% chance of him doing 3 points of damage. So, you roll d4s, yeah. So I feel like if it was just me, I would probably just stubbornly keep doing it, but I don't know whether for stream value. Although it's giving Terry more chance to work on her Crocosaurus. He's too strong. Well, the other thing is, remember that book 1, you basically got some stuff just like Lone Wolf that you could use in book 2, and I don't have book 1. So, you know, maybe we have like a Crocosaurus slaying axe that we get from book 1 or something, and I don't have it, you know.
So at what point do we get the Summer Sword?
Yeah, exactly. That's really what we need is the Summer Sword. That would automatically win.
Well, I guess then that would just be ridiculous because then Sagard would be unkillable and unstoppable at the same time.
Right. Right.
For balance, like the universe would implode if you would also get the Summer Sword.
Yep. Yeah, her monster is much more epic than the one from the book. I agree. Well, the one from the book is literally just like, "How are ya?" Like it doesn't look like an epic. I don't know. It's not quite.
I'm not trying to make it look epic either. I'm trying to make it as goofy as possible, but.
You're just like you're just stumbling into epic though. Like you just.
Oh no. Not again.
This always
happens to me. Ugh.
I always run into epic. Oh man. Okay. All right. Last call. Last call. Last call. I should totally write a barbarian short story someday.
Yes.
I should totally do that.
Absolutely.
That'll be
I'll
fun.
illustrate it free of charge. Let's do it.
Oh, nice. I might take you up on that someday. All right. We're going to close the poll. We are going to take the canoe and flee the croc. So we're going to go back to the same spot that we were because we were making the same decision. So we're back up to 19 out of 20. We see the Crocosaurus. And so what I need you to do here is you must flip an even number. So what I need you to do, Cloud, is you need a 2 or a 4. So you're going to roll the 4-sided die, and we need a 2 or a 4 here. And then he's going to get a chance to strike at us for every time we try to flee. Yep. See you, Croc. Duck. A 1. Okay, so he gets his first roll on us, and he rolls a 4. All right? Let's try that again. Ow. He's like bites a part of our muscles off. Take some muscles.
Oh, Sagard can just roll them back. He always has some spare ones.
Yeah, he has some spare ones. Okay, there we go. So he gets to hit one more time. Okay, and this time he only hits for 2. Okay, so we flee. If you successfully flee, and we do, go to section 41. Okay. All right. Fleeing the section 41. Fleeing the Crocosaurus. Dripping with blood, you turn and flee the hideous creature. As he pursues you, you feel his cold, slimy breath spattering your back. Reaching the shore, you see... What does that even mean, spattering your back? You see the beautiful woman who lured you onto this shore transform into a bent hag who cackles at you through black gums and broken teeth. God damn it. Exactly like that. Through the night, you run through the oozing swamp, gashing and bruising yourself on sharp plants and jutting branches. I like the idea that when he flees, he doesn't just flee a little bit, he just flees all night. He just, like, flees completely. Blood seems to flow from every pore of your body. Ooh. Finally, darkness overtakes you and you stumble to the ground. Awakening in the morning, you find that you were in a lush orchard. In the trees overhead, you see a tall tree with a hut perched in it. Oh, a little Baba Yaga going on here. As hunger gnaws at your belly, you reach into a tree and pull a fruit from it. You reach into a tree. You punch the tree into the center of the tree, Minecraft style, and rip out and pull a fruit from it. Regain 10 hit points. Wow. All right. All day you trek through the pathless swamp, hopelessly lost. As the sun goes down, you set out for the west, hoping somehow to connect with the ancient road. Walk carefully to section 47. Okay. Here's where we're going to save this for the first time. Save as... There we go.
Got a lag. That happens.
Okay, October 2nd, 2018. All right. So, there we go. This fruit is nutritious as... yeah, that's some good fruit. You pictured punching into a tree, yanking out a squirrel, and eating it whole. This fruit is delicious. Squirrel's like, ah! Okay. Section 47. The Burial Mound. Late at night, you discover a large clearing. Oh, this is the music showing the burial mound. In the center of the clearing stands an unnatural mound nearly 15 feet high. Ringing the mound are this. Ringing the mound are this. IR grammar. All right. Let's get the picture for this if we can. We have this. I may not have a picture for this, in which case I'll just have to show you guys, which is fine, if that's what we do. No, doesn't look like it. Alright. So, I will show you the picture. You see this. That's right, I said it. I'm just going along with the drums. Alright. Our tall stakes topped with bleached skulls of animals and men. The man-made hill could have only one identity. It is a hookah burial mound. A civilized man... Oh, listen to this sentence. Terry, this is the best. A civilized man would shudder at the sight of a burial mound, but you are not civilized. That is the best. The hookahs have brutally slaughtered many of your tribesmen. Knowing that hookahs bury treasures with their dead, you head to the top of the mound to pilfer the jewels within. Your heavily muscled legs carry you to the top of the mound in seconds. Looking around, you see no hint of hookahs, and the forest is strangely quiet. Using your sword as a shovel to loosen the dirt, you begin digging. The night grows long as you dig deep into the mound. Stopping to rest, you hear sounds from above. At first, you think it is the wind, but straining your ears, you realize it is the sound of voices. Voices chanting in the hookah tongue. Cold terror grips you. You are at the bottom of a hole and there is nowhere to run. You were trapped. What the hell was he doing? What? He's just gonna dig into the middle of the burial mound forever and then be like, oh, I'm trapped. Two possible courses of action enter your mind, which is a lot for your mind. Either climb to the top of the hole and attack, or hide at the bottom of the hole.
I'm just like, but since you already made like a Minecraft joke with a tree, like it's just like, you know, don't dig straight down because you can't get out again.
Yeah, like exactly. You learn this when you're, you know, the first playing Minecraft. It's Minecraft 101. Okay, so climb. I don't know. I'm assuming you're attacking more hookahs, I guess? Or... Plot twist. You get to the top and it's actually the Crocosaurus playing a drum. You get up there and he's just like, I'm back. Oh, man. Oh, man. This book is cracking me up. Since when does a barbarian hide? Yeah, in an inner city accent. What's up? Exactly, Aaron. He runs to the top of the mountain and tunnels straight down and gets stuck in the hole. But how good is that line, though? A civilized man would be afraid, would shudder at the sight, but you are not civilized. That is the best line. Oh my god. This is such a great line. I am not civilized. Oh, man. Oh, cracking me up. I don't recall Conan being quite this dumb, but maybe I'm just, you know.
No, Conan wasn't actually all that dumb. It was just, you know, preferred simple solutions.
Yeah, he was overly aggressive. That's all, right?
Low wisdom is, I think, the proper term. You know, average intelligence, but super low wisdom.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so I don't think we need to class call this because it looks pretty clear that we've got 5. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to climb to the top of the hole and attack. Section 57. The Hookah Ghost. Slowly, you climb the sheer side of the hole, your feet slipping on the moist dirt. Nearing the top, you hear a droning hookah incantation to the dead. Hoping to surprise them, you jump cat-like out of the hole, screaming a war cry and waving your sword. Before you deliver a death-dealing blow, you discover that the hookahs before you are not warriors, but old men, young women, and children. What? Instead of jumping to... What's that?
Kill them.
Instead of jumping to arms, they bow to you, praying feverishly. Dismayed for a moment, you realize that they believe you are the incarnation of the interred hookah. Sheathing your sword, you raise your arms, imitating a hookah ghost. I am a hookah ghost. I am scary ghost. Like, really? After a few moments of fervent chanting, they bring food and you eat. Regain 7 hit points. As you eat, they bring you beautiful objects, beads, small talisman, and other trinkets worth at least 150 gold pieces. Wow. Damn. Nice. As the morning star glows on the horizon and the hookah women dance, you see a long procession of torches drifting toward you from the hills. You do not know who carries the torches. Do you want to find out? You are of 2 minds. Do you rise like the spirit that you are and jaunt into the woods? Jaunt. With the baubles they have given you? Or do you wait for the line of torchbearers to arrive so you can get more treasure, even more treasure? Oh, man.
Is there not an option kill everybody who's there and then wait for the other guys and kill them too?
It does not say that, apparently. It just gives you, you know...
Bad book. Would not recommend. Won't let you play as a murder hobo.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like we already kind of lucked out already with this, so not sure that I would push this. Well, it's actually H-U-K-K-A. So it's like hookah. Hookah! TJ Hookah. Oh man, Chad is ready for more. Oh my god. Hookah means wolf in Old Finnish, does it really? No kidding. Alright, I'm gonna last call this. Last call. Even the music's like, waiting for the torchbearers. So dramatic. Super dramatic. All right. We're going to wait for the torchbearers. Very well. Try for more treasure. Section 49. Running the gamut. Hoping for more jewels, you await the arrival of the hookah braves and priests. As they draw closer, you realize that the line consists of 20 Hookah Braves and 2 Hookah Priests. Your heart pounds. No longer are you simply fooling a bunch of old men, women, and children, but you will have to stare eye to eye with Hookah Priests. You have one last chance to flee. All right, guys, that's a lot of people, okay? So, yeah.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
So, are we fleeing? So I'm not even gonna put thing up for this. Not gonna put up a thing up for this. Are we fleeing right now, or are we sticking around for the 22 Crete people?
Sometimes I forget how much fun it is to draw reptilians, because I rarely ever do it.
Yeah, that's cool. It's looking good, though. Okay, so do I have to put up a vote? What do we got? So far, I have Cloud with a no. What does everyone else think? Are we fighting against these 22 creatures, or are we running? Are we fleeing, or are we staying? What do we got? Who else? I mean, I need other people as well. Play King. So, okay, so that Flat Hat says stay. So Cloud says go. Flat says stay. What else we got?
Should I stay or should I go?
No. Kilobyte says fight. Okay, we got two. No, I'm not putting up a vote because this is a simple, like, yes or no thing. So I'm not putting up a vote. So we've got fight. Aaron Nell says we kill the rest of them. Wow. You guys have embraced the barbarian. All right. 3-1. Anyone else? Anyone else? Last chance? Cloud's a no. We got the other 3. All right. Here we go. You've decided to stay. Okay. When the hookers arrive, the priests step towards you and eye you quizzically, then speak to each other in hushed tones. Trying to act like a hookah ghost, you stare sullenly off into the distance. However, you cannot help but see the glint of an enormous golden trunk which has been brought in offering, and your imagination swirls with visions of the shining jewels that might be in the chest. Their secret conference finished, the hookah priests address you in an ancient tongue. Not knowing their language, you sit in silence. This greatly impresses the braves, but disturbs the priests. Great. So all you need to do is somehow answer but not answer. Again they try to address you, and again you are mute. Dissension ripples through the band of hookahs. Though you do not speak their language, it is not hard to understand what is happening. The priests are not getting the response from you they expect, and their tribesmen are losing faith in them. As the tension grows, you make no motion, though your heart pounds. In desperation, one of the priests points to you and shrieks something in hookah. He then charges you, his dagger drawn. You jump up, brandishing your sword, as the second priest joins the attack. You must fight the hookah priests. They are level 0 fighters and have only 5 hit points. However, if they manage to inflict even 1 hit point on you, they have proved that you were a fraud, in which case run for your life to Section 65. If you take no damage, go to Section 52. You may not flee the hookah priests. Okay, now let me just see about fighting 2 at once. Let's see, if you fight 2 at once, I'm going to guess you fight 1 at a time. Doesn't actually say. Doesn't say. So, all right. So hookah priest number 1. I love that they're doing this because you're making them look bad. I am the priest, you son of a... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here we go. We've stopped bleeding from the croc. Yeah. We remember we took the fruit from the tree. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm guessing that... Yeah, I'm guessing you're fighting them 1 at a time. Because it doesn't actually specify. So I'm assuming that you fight them 1 at a time. No, I guess they both strike. I take that back. So you fight, then both of them strike. Okay, so one at a time. So you hit them for 1 point of damage. Now they attack you. First one hits you. First one hits you and does a point of damage. Well, that was easy. Run for your life to section 65. Cut by the priests. Blood trickles from your arm. The Hukka crowd lets out a gasp of surprise. Ghosts don't bleed. Suddenly your problems with the priests are minimal. The whole tribe rushes you. Raising your sword, you prepare for a final bloody battle, but the sheer weight of the charging throng knocks you backward into the pit. Your mind blurs with thoughts of your hideous death as you plummet through the darkness. You think of being pelted with their arrows and of being buried alive, but as you hit the bottom of the pit, you hear a dull wooden thud and a cracking sound. Before you can scramble to your feet, a pair of Hukka braves land next to you, smashing the tinders which support the floor of the mound, and all three of you crash into a chamber below. Fall quickly to section 54, Intruders in the Hukka Tomb. Blackness overtakes you as you fall into the Hukka Tomb. For minutes, your mind swirls in a vast array of violent images. Slowly, you recover consciousness and discover that you are not in a tomb at all, but are in a secret room. You recognize that the Hukkas are fighting Sliths. Crawling to shadows, you also realize that in all the confusion, you have been forgotten. In the flickering torchlight of combat, it begins to dawn on you exactly what is taking place. The Sliths have built a secret room underneath a Hukka burial mound, and as evidenced by several costumes and jars of makeups like those used by traveling actors, they have been impersonating the dead Hukka hero for the purposes of demanding jeweled offerings. Your entry into the scene disrupted their sinister plans, and now the Hukkas, realizing they have been deceived, enact a bloody revenge. You are about to encounter the first battle of the Sagard series. In this battle, 20 Hukkas fight 9 Sliths. You want to see both sides annihilate each other, because once one side is decimated, you will have to fight all of the survivors. Combat works like this. Sliths attack first. Every time you roll a 3 or 4, cross one Hukka off the page, so you roll 1 for each Slith. Then flip for all of the surviving Hukkas, and each time you flip a 4, cross off a Slith. Then count up the number of surviving Sliths and repeat the process until one side is wiped out. Sagard's role in the battle is as follows. Before each combat, Sagard may want to even up the odds by attacking either the Hukkas or the Sliths. Sagard always gets the first swing. All Hukkas are level 1 fighters with 10 hit points. All Sliths are level 2 fighters with 15 hit points. Okay, so basically the way I understand this is, I think the way this works is chat has to decide before a round whether they want to help even up the battle or stay out of the fight. So if they're going to even up the battle, the question is, are they going to help the Hukkas, the Sliths, or stay out? If they stay out of the fight, then they're just sort of watching what happens, but then obviously that means that one or the other side might end up destroying the other side, and that'll be a lot for Sagard left to deal with. So basically, here's what we've got. We're going to vote on this, basically. So, help the Hukkas. And there's how many of these left? 20. Help the Sliths.
I think I'm done with our Croco Boy, more or less. What's it called again? Crocosaurus.
The Crocosaurus. Look at that. Ma! That's awesome.
No, he says something different.
Oh, he says something. Okay, so we got to get the. I got to get the speech bubble. Oh no, that's okay. That's fine, Cloud. Go ahead and go to the bathroom. Someone else can pick up for this. You would like to help the hookers. I love Orcs Make Beautiful Lovers. It's a great name. Okay, so go ahead and go to the bathroom. Kill, can you take over for rolling? This is just a D4. Or Aradinel could do it too. Either Kilobyte or Aradinel. No, that's cool. That's cool. You can go to the bathroom, Cloud. We'll find someone else. Don't worry about it. Go to the bathroom, man. Can someone take over for Cloud?
I could roll for the time being.
Or Terry could roll. Okay, Kilobyte's in. All right. Okay. Kilobyte, so we're going to have you roll. So before you do this, though, we've got this poll open up. So we're going to open up this poll right now. So here's your choice, guys, before you roll, Kilobyte. So are we going to help the Hukkas, help the Sliths, or stay out? Now, if you want everything to be even up, you'd theoretically want to help the Sliths. But the question is, because remember, when you're done, you have to fight whoever's left from either side. So, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Orcs. Welcome to the Arvanauts.
What a beautiful boy I've created. Oh dear.
Does he say quack?
Yeah.
Quack. Crocosaurus. Quack.
Yes.
I like to think of it as
ducks
being...
are technically dinosaurs, so...
Right. And I like to think of it as being quack. Like just like very not at all in line with...
Quack.
That's the best. Okay, so again, chat. Are we voting to help the slits or help the hookahs? Remember, if you help the hookahs, that makes it more likely that you'll be able to destroy the slits, but that means you'll have more hookahs to fight. Or you can help the slits try to even things out. And every turn, the hookahs and the slits will be attacking each other as well. So, and I'll handle that part of it.
So, while you wait on votes coming in, would you rather fight 10 duck-sized ones of these or one horse-sized one of these?
10 duck-sized. Because I can kick a few of those, and they'll like hurt my leg, but the horse one will just kill me straight. So
probably, but you could ride the horse-sized one.
No, yeah, that's true, and you could probably run from it. That's true. Roll that seduction. Let's just hug it out.
Look how short these legs are. I don't think this guy is very fast.
No, and it definitely said that it was pretty slow. It's just that you were stuck in a swamp, so it was not a good situation. Okay, so we have 3 votes for help the huckers, 1 vote for help the slits, and 2 votes for stay out. All right.
Oh, so how does this thing officially look like, since I didn't look at that drawing?
I'm going to show you, and you'll laugh, I think. There we go. It's up on the stream now.
It just looks like a crocodile with claws.
Yeah, exactly. With like maybe a fuzzy... Somebody said, Aaron Donnell said, like it's a crocodile with a beer belly. And eating a canoe.
Delicious.
This is better. I like yours better.
Thank you.
Okay, stay out. So last call. Last call. Did I last call it already? Last call. Oh man, the civilized line is so good. Okay. It's better you just stay out. Okay, I hear that, Orcs. It's just 1d4 for rolling. Yep. It's very easy. Okay, so...
What do I draw next?
Well, I mean, you could... I had this image of you being, like, pretending to be a hookah ghost in front of a bunch of these old men and women and children.
Yes.
I like the image of you pretending to be a ghost. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to close the poll. Okay, so it's help the hookahs, huh? Okay. So here we go. So the way this is going to work then is to help the hookahs, you're going to take a swing at the slits. So you are going to... Let's see, how many of these slits... Sagard always gets the first swing. So you don't just wipe one out. Okay, so you're gonna roll. Basically, you're gonna roll this. So I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. Slith number 1, and he's a level 2 fighter. He's got 15 stamina. So go ahead and roll, please, for Sagard, please. Kilobyte for me. Yep. Exactly. All wear and they would all look like that too, all wearing velvet hats and suits, you know. A 4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sagard with the mighty 4. Okay. So that's going to be 3 points of damage to them, okay? Now, the only thing I'm not really clear about is I don't really understand I don't get it because... Okay, anyway. So that's fine. Then they get apparently... Oh, okay. All hookers are level 1 fighter. Okay, so they get 1 attack on you, I guess. This is not very well organized the way that it describes this, but... Okay, so they will get an attack on you. That's a 3, which means they do 1 point of damage. Okay, and now they get to go. So first of all, we're going to flip the pages for each slit. So there's 9 slits, and we're going to flip the pages each time to see how many we get. So every time we get a 3 or a 4... Actually... We're going to roll 9 times here. Then we're going to... Actually, I'll just do it this way so you guys can see it on chat. So every time I roll a 3 or a 4, that kills one of the hookahs. So here we go. 3 or 4. Not dead hookah. Dead hookah. 1 dead hookah. Not dead hookahs. 2 dead hookahs.
I mean...
3 dead hookahs.
Was that word just not a thing back
hookahs.
at the time? Or...
It's H-U-K-K-A, so I don't know.
No, I mean, like, but he must have, like, when he wrote that, he must have, like, thought, yeah, maybe people might misunderstand this part, you know?
Yeah. No, Kilobyte, don't keep rolling. Sorry, this is not you rolling. This is, unless you're just rolling for all of them. So basically, 5 of the hookahs are dead. So there's now, and in fact, I'm going to do this because it's a lot easier. So, slits, there are 9 left, and the hookahs... There are now 15 left. The thing that's confusing about it is why the points, because you just, like, take 1. Okay. Now the next thing. I mean, I don't know how else to pronounce H-U-K-K-A. Hookah. Or hookah. Or hookah. Like, I mean, there's only so many ways to pronounce that. Okay. So we've got that. Now the slits will roll. And so for the slits, now we're going to, or sorry, for the hookahs, every time we flip a 4, we cross off a Sith. And we're going to do this 15 times. So I'm actually going to just roll this 15 times rather than having to count. 15 times. Actually, it's not going to let me do that. So I'm just going to roll 5 at a time. Oh, wait, maybe I can. It's confusing. Now let's do 5. Okay, so... We rolled a 2, 1, 4, 2, and 3. So that's 1 hookah dead. Okay, next. Another 4, 1 slit dead, 2 slits dead, and no slits dead. So only 2 slits died that time. So there's 7 slits and 15 hookahs. Okay. Help the hookahs. Help the slits. Stay up. Okay, so again, now we get a chance to fight. So now we've got down... Yeah, I know, exactly. It's just unfortunate. So we've got... Okay, no problem. Thanks again for the resub, Cloud. I appreciate it, dude. What's up, Caro? Thanks for the resub, Cloud. I appreciate it. Okay, so again, folks, here's the way this works. The vote is up, so now you can get your vote right now. So again, you've got 7 slits, 15 hookahs, and the way that it works is you've got to defeat... you're going to have to fight what's left when they're done killing each other. So every round you can decide if you want to help fight one of either the slits or the hookahs, like help the hookahs by fighting the slits or help the slits by fighting the hookahs. And then, and they get a swing at you. And then after that, you see how much damage has been done. And when one side is totally wiped out the other, you have to fight the rest. So that's the deal. Also, I see that our music is stopped.
Oh, yeah. Just wondering why it's so quiet.
Now we're on
Exiles full soundtrack, maybe?
Yes, this is Conan Exiles, actually. Exactly right.
Oh, no, I was just, like, looking at the recommendations, like, you know.
Yep, that's exactly what it popped over to. I guess it had stopped when I was busy doing this other stuff. Okay. So here we go. Do we help the hookahs or we help the slits? Now remember, 2 ways to look at it. If you help the slits, then you might be cutting down and making it a little bit easier, or you might just be helping speed up the process. You've already attacked the slits once, so that means that you might be closer to doing damage for the slits. This is kind of an interesting system, except that it doesn't really address how... It's a little bit unclear. Like, if you swing and hit, do you also wipe out completely, or do you just do damage to them? Because it gives statistics as if you're fighting them individually, and yet if you're fighting them individually, then that means they could all attack you individually, so it's just not clear. So what happened, Caro, is this is Sagard the Barbarian. The hookahs are basically enemies that you fought before. You were trying to get to this place where you could trade some stuff for your village. And you ended up fighting, like, you fought this big crocodile dinosaur thing, doesn't matter. Anyway, you got to this thing which is a hookah burial mound, and you decided that you would dig into the middle of the mound. You decided, because apparently you're a barbarian, that it would be a good idea to dig straight down from the top, so that when there was some sound of moaning up top, you would be like, you were trapped, basically. So chat decided to jump up and attack whatever it was, but it turns out it was just a bunch of hookah villagers who thought that Sagard, was a hookah ghost, so they gave you all this money. Then chat decided to stay around when the priests and the braves arrived. You impressed the braves, but not the priests. The priests attacked you and cut you, meaning you're obviously not a ghost. So all the braves attacked you. They knocked you into the burial mound. You fell and smashed the roof of the burial mound. And down below, you discovered a bunch of these sliths, who were these other bad guys, who apparently had been impersonating hookah ghosts so that they could get money. And so now the sliths are fighting the hookahs, and you were sort of been forgotten for the moment until they're done and they turn to you. So that's the as quick summary as I could have. No problem. I already love the image, Terry.
Thank you.
Okay, last call. Help the hookahs, help the slits, or stay out. Yes, I know. Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, because there's no way to pronounce it. Like, hookahs. I guess I'd have to pronounce it that way. But hookahs, I mean, H-U-K-K-A, like, hookahs. Hookahs. I got you hookahs. Yeah, New York quality hookahs. Like, there's just no way to say that and not have it sound bad. I'll just have to emphasize the who part. More double consonant? Yeah. Hookahs. Like Klingon. Hookah. Hak tak. Hook. Not back.
Gesundheit.
Exactly. Yeah, I was in class yesterday. We were talking about this play that we're studying in my Revenge Tragedy course called The Revenger's Tragedy, and the names of the characters are all bizarre names like Ambicioso, Super Vacuo, Lusurioso, which means lecherous, Vindice, which means revenge, basically. So just like how the names are all types. And so what we were going through it, and we were talking about the names, discussing why the names are done that way, and what point the author is making. And so as we're doing that, one of the students was like sneezing a lot, and someone was like, it's like the Seven Dwarves, and I was like, I had this image of Sneezy for just a moment, and it's really funny. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's funny. Yeah, exactly, Ardenel. There's just no way. To. Okay. I feel like I should pull out Blues Brothers. The hookahs. How much for the hookahs? All right. Okay. Help the hookahs is what you've decided to do. Okay. So now what I need, Kilobyte, is I need you to roll again. Again, just a 4-sided die, and we're going to see how much damage you do to the hookahs. I think this battle idea is an interesting one that they didn't totally think out. The good news is that the hookahs are weaker warriors than the slits are. Another 4. Kilobyte is bringing the noise on this one. All right. Okay. So you do 7 points of damage, and then the hookah gets an attack on you. And does no damage because they are weak. All right. Okay, now it's time for, first of all, the slits. So there are only 7 slits left. So they're going to roll, every time we roll a 3 or 4, we cross a hookah off. So 7 slits. Here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of them didn't go. 4. So 4 more hookahs are dead. So we're down to 11 hookahs. Yeah. Well, and that fits, right, Eridanel? It does fit chainmail, since it's Gary Gygax doing it. All right. Now we've got the hookahs next. So they're going to roll, and every time they roll a 4, we cross one off. So let's do this one. Okay, so 2 slits are crossed off, and then we do this one more time. Okay, no one gets crossed off that time. Okay, so 2 more slits. So there's 5 slits and 11 hookahs. Okay. So, once again... Once again, what are we going to do, folks? Are we going to help the hookahs? Help the hookahs, help the slits, or stay out? Yeah, you do. You did, Flat Hat. You are Kilobyte attacked, and you're going to get an attack based on what chat decides to do now. So if you decide to help the hookahs, you'll attack the slits. If you decide to help the slits, you'll attack the hookahs, and then Kilobyte will roll for that, and then they'll attack you, and then they will attack each other. So you could tell that, like, no, that's fine, that's fine. You can tell that Gary Gygax was really, really, really wanted to get the mass battle system in here. He really wanted to, you can tell. Okay, so we have more helping the hookahs. Definitely a lot of pro-hookah sentiment in this chat. You guys seem to be in favor of the hookahs. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Erdanel, yep. Yep. I mean, it's interesting that it does it all with a 4-sided die also. I mean, in the book, of course, you have a chart that you can basically flip to instead of having a die. This was really like where they wanted to make it so that literally everything could be done with just a book and a pencil. That was all you needed, was a book and a pencil. You didn't even need a die. And Lone Wolf did the same thing. But okay. All right, last call. Last call, whether we're going to help the hookahs or help the slits or stay out. Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think at first I wasn't sure why you were spending all the time helping the hookahs when there were so many more of them, but they're so much weaker than the slits. Not so much, but they're definitely weaker than the slits, so I can see that. I think it works either way. All right, so we're going to help the hookahs again. So now, Kilobyte, if you would be so kind, please, as to roll What's up, Ghost of Christmas Future? There's a dwarf planet named Goblin in our solar system. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's the best. So, yeah, please roll, if you would, as we attack the slits. Kilobyte with the 3. I think that's going to do 2 points of damage, if not mistaken. Yep. Okay, so that means we've almost got one of the hookahs down. Okay, and now they're going to attack. They get a 2. Which is no damage because they're not that powerful. Need to know more about the goblins. Exactly, we need to find out the goblins' plans. Starfinder was a prediction. Okay, excellent. So now we're going to roll for the slits. So the slits will roll. Every time they roll a 3 or 4, we lose a hookah. So... oh my god. So they took out 3 hookahs that time. Okay. Alright. And now we're going to roll for the hookahs. And let's see. We've got 8 hookahs. Okay. Every time we roll a 4, you lose a slith. Okay, we lose 1 slith. And you lose another slith. 2 more slits gone. Okay. So now there are 3 slits and 8 hookahs. Okay, help. Alright, so what are we going to do? Are we going to help the hookahs, help the slits, or stay out? What's it going to be? We've only got 3 slits left. There's 8 hookahs left. And that's it. 3 slits, 8 hookahs. So what's it gonna be, chat? Let's get that vote in. Help the hookahs, help the slits, or stay out. That's true, Erdenel. Alright, we're gonna help the hookahs. Help the slits. We have a vote for each. Very dramatic battle music. Alright, 2 votes for help slits, 1 vote for help hookahs. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let's jump in here, get anyone else. Anybody else who wants to go after one or the other to help the hookahs or help the slits? 3 slits left, 8 hookahs left. Last chance. Was that a vote, Kilobyte, or was that a vote 5? Not so much goes to Christmas Future. Not so much. Was that 3 just a misfire kill? Or is that just like letting us know? That will be your entry later on. Okay, so we're going to help the slits. So, assuming you're keeping that 3, just let me know if you're keeping that 3 kill. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do or not. That was the roll? Okay. So that'll be 2 points of damage. So it's down to 10. Now the slith gets to attack. It will roll a 3, which means it will do 1 point of damage to Sagard. Okay. And now they will fight each other. So, let's see. We've got 3 slits, so... anytime we roll a 3 or a 4, oh, sorry, yeah, 3 or 4, we cross off a hookah. Okay, that was 1 hookah left, so 1 hookah off. 7. Now the hookahs are next. Okay, so... okay, so we'll do 6 here. So we're going to roll this. So every time they roll a 4, we lose a slith. No 4s there. Wow. Okay. And there's one more I can do. 1 4. Okay. So 2 sliths. 7 hookahs. We're getting there, folks. 2 sliths and it's 7 hookahs. All right, what's it going to be? Help the slits, help the hookahs, or stay out? So here we go. Probably will only need to do 1 or 2 more of these combat votes because after this, they're going to have wiped each other out one way or the other. It looks to me like the slits are going to end up being the losing party here, that the hookahs are going to be left over, but it's not a guarantee because the slits knock out a hook on a 3 or 4. And I still don't know if they're all getting an attack each time on you. I don't know if that's how it works. But we'll see. Okay, we've got 3 votes for help the hookahs. All right. You guys have decided you're taking out the slits the rest of the way. Okay. I'll buy that. Last call, last call. Last call if you want this. Last call to get in this vote. And by the way, as a quick reminder for those who may have come in late, you are watching our gamebook playthrough. This has been a lot of fun, actually. Sagard the Barbarian. This is gamebook 2, the Green Hydra, and I am joined as always by the insanely talented Terry Toons, who is working on the live cartoon, live illustration, and is currently illustrating Sagard pretending to be a ghost, which is really funny. And I've actually may become my favorite drawing of this entire session so far. It's awesome. So, okay. So we've got 3 to 1. Last call, last call. And if you like what you see in here, there's more where this came from. We do more game books, usually 1 or 2 of these a month. We always do different kinds of game books as well. Like we did a lot of Lone Wolf, did a lot of Fighting Fantasy. We have others after these game books are done, of course. Also, if you want some more of Terry, if you're like, well, how do I get more of this person? You can check her out at Adventures in Middle-earth. First of all, you can check her out on her Patreon and all the stuff that we'll link you to. But in terms of her live and in person, you can find her either at conventions she attends or by checking out Adventures in Middle-earth, which will be coming to you next Tuesday and next Saturday when Terry will get up at an ungodly hour to be able to play with us as we play live in Canada.
Not go to bed.
Or that, whichever is easier for you. But in fairness, we did let her know about this many weeks ahead of time so she could prepare. And it's very exciting. I'm actually really excited for that live event. I hope everything goes super well from the technical side of things, but I'm very excited to see how it all goes. Okay. Yeah, you can stomp these hookers with little efforts. The slits are about twice as powerful. Yeah. I hear that. I hear that. You're probably right, Aridinel, actually. Okay, so you're going to help the hookahs. So go ahead, Kilobyte, please. Let's roll that, and let's see if we can take down more of the slits. So go ahead and make your roll, sir, please. 4. Man, Kilobyte is rolling off the hook today. All right, so down to 7. Okay, now it is their turn. So first the slits. There's only 2 of them. They will take out a hook on a 3 or a 4. They took out 2 of them that time. Wow. Okay, so that's 5 hookahs left. Now the hookahs will get a chance to go. They will take out 1. Whoops. Okay. They will take out 1 on a 4. And they rolled 1. So there is now there's now 1 slith left. There's 1 remaining slith and 5 hookahs. 1 remaining slith and 5 hookahs. So, keeping that in mind, help the slith or help the hookah. Okay. Or stay out. All right, what's it going to be? Help the slith, help the hookah, or stay out? This is probably going to be the last vote of this that we need to make of the combat votes, because after this, the Sliths will probably be dead, is my guess. Yeah, see, that's... Yeah, you're all jumping on board with the Slith. I agree. I think that's the right call also. I'm going to last call this already, because I think that's... I think you guys are on board with me. I agree. Although Kilobyte's not sure. I just don't know. This is reminding me, this music, a little bit of Lord of the Rings style. Okay. All right, and we're going to close the poll. Okay, so helping the Slith. So here we go. You're helping the Slith. Go ahead, Kilobyte. Roll, please, against this hookah. Or the hookahs, I should say. 3. Okay, so you're going to do 2 damage. So that's good. This is going to be... I think it's going to be useful for this. All right. The Slith is going to roll. 3 or 4, takes out a hookah. He does take out a hookah. There's only 4 left. Okay, now the hookahs have got basically 4 shots at this Slith. If they roll a 4, it's dead. They did roll a 4. The Slith is dead. Okay. So that means that we are down to just the hookahs. So now it's going to be a normal combat. Now the way this is going to work is that you're going to be rolling and they're going to get 4 shots basically at us. And we're going to get 1 shot at it. But we've already weakened them pretty badly. So Kill, if you would please roll first as we go up against the 4 remaining hookahs. Four remaining hookahs. A 4! And he takes down the last hook, that one of the hookahs. Okay, so there's 3 left. Okay. Nice shot. Okay, so they've only got 3 now. So now they're going to get 3 shots. They roll a 4, and a 2. Let's see. That means they're going to go... Fortunately, they're really weak. So that means they do 2 points of damage collectively. Okay, next up is us. So go ahead again, Kill. These are back up to 15. Okay, at 2, so that means just 1 point of damage. And they're going to roll 2, 1, and 3. That means they only did 1 point of damage total. Okay, so go ahead and roll again, Kill. No, I don't necessarily think so, actually, Kooky. Once he gets a couple of big hits and we take them down, these guys are pretty weak. They only hit on, they only hit at all on 50% chance of hitting an elite at all. Even their top hit is only 1 point of damage, so. Okay, 1 point of damage. They do 2, 3, and 1, so that's just 1 point of damage total. Okay, Kill, you're up next. 4, 3 points of damage, that's what I like to see. Okay, 4, 3, and 4. So that's 3 points of damage. Okay, next. Yeah, well, I mean, but they can actually... We need to get this one down. Like, because they can actually do... a little bit of damage. Like, he's down to 9 points of damage already, so... And as long as we continue to get 1 hit at a time... we definitely need to try to take them down, if we can. Okay, 0, 0, 1 point of damage. Alright. Once we get this this last hookah down, I think we're in better shape.
I'm done with this one.
Ooh, I am a scary ghost. That's so awesome. Okay, this fight is almost over, I think, one way or the other. Okay, a 3. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, that's 2 points of damage. Okay, down to 6. Ow. 4, 3, 4. Okay, next one kill. Oh, wait, I screwed that up. They're only supposed to have 10. So there's only 2 left, actually. So I'm going to... Let me take that back up there. That's my bad. I forgot they only have 10 hit points. My bad. So there's 2 left, not 3. Okay, 4. Okay, they missed with both of those. I forgot they only have 10 hit points each. Okay. Okay, go ahead, kill. That was a clean miss from both of them. Clean miss from both of those guys.
How much longer are we going?
I would say maybe about 20-25 minutes. Would be my guess. Is that enough time for one last one, you think?
I think so, for something small anyway.
Okay. So, okay, down to 1. 2, 4. Okay, it took only 1 point of damage. Okay. Alright, last one kill. This fight's just about over.
So, what do I draw?
Hold tight for a minute, because there's no need to fight this. I mean, unless you want to do a huge mass battle fight, but I'm guessing you do one at a time.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah, so I would say hold tight for just a second then. Okay, so good. So that takes down one of them, and that leaves one left, and he's down to 9 points of damage, 9 hit points now. Okay, and he will roll a 2 and miss. All right, so now we're just on the one guy. So go ahead, kill. Now we should be okay, I think. Go ahead and roll. And make a couple of rolls in a row if you like. 3, 3. So there were these 2 3s. Okay, there's another 3. So 2 points of damage. He tries to roll. He does hit with 5 points, or with a single point of damage that he does. Okay, 4, so that does 3 points of damage. He does 3, so he does 1 point of damage. Okay. 3, 3, 4. Almost, almost. With bated breath. Okay. It's 3. Okay, he does clean miss on that one. Alright. 4. That kills the last hookah. Alright. The last hookah dies. We had 4 stamina. That was a little close. Alright. So we did it. Success. Section 55. After the battle. Hookahs and slits litter the tomb. With your last remaining strength, you climb out of the tomb. Dawn is broken. Hookah wives and elders are sobbing. Nobody raises a hand to stop you, for though you might be the enemy, you have also proved yourself to be a brave warrior. As you leave, you stoop to pick up the baubles of the hookahs. Once you are safely out of the reach of any hookahs, you view the baubles and eat the food. The baubles will be worth 150 gold pieces in the city. That's 300 gold right now. And the food brings back your strength. Gain 10 hit points. That's good. So we're up to 14. 2 experience marks plus 1 mark for each opponent you defeated. So we defeated 5 total because we defeated 1 before we actually had the solo single fight. So 5 plus 2. So we got 7 experience out of that. Alright, so we're up to 8. Good. Victorious, head to Section 10. Yeah, the Lamentations of their women. Very Conan. Okay. Section 10. The Ancient Road. I think we'll be coming up to something you can draw as a secretary. Stepping down the forest path, you come upon a tall, fluted column with a pink alabaster bust on top of it. It is nearly impossible to determine how long the stern face atop the pillar has stared blankly off to the horizon, or what race he is. Investigating the site, you discover that a wide road of granite blocks divides the forest. Surely this must be the ancient road which once connected Soothorpe to the northern kingdoms. For a long stretch both north and south, it is surrounded on both sides by long rows of broken columns. Once mighty armies traversed this road, but now it is empty and overgrown. You follow the road southward, and by late day you can see the jagged towers of Soothorpe silhouetted on the horizon like broken teeth. Knowing that bandits often ambush night travelers on this road, you decide to finish your journey in the morning. You may either pitch your camp in the woods, chancing the beasts of the night, or sleep in the ruins of an ancient structure that basks silently in the fading sunlight. So, do we pitch our camp in the woods? Or sleep in a ruin? What's it going to be? By Crom, exactly. So what are we going to do, folks? Let's make this vote quick so we can get to a section, hopefully, that Terry will be able to draw here coming up. So we're going to sleep in the ruin. Yeah, there'll be something for you to draw either way. Sleep in the ruin or to pitch the camp, pitch camp in the woods. Oh, we have a lot of people wanting to sleep in a ruin, huh? I see. All right, and we're going to close this up. So we're going to sleep in the ruin. Okay. Section 14, The Haunted Ruins. As the sun sets, an unearthly glow surrounds the ruins, and though you have not yet entered the building, you cannot vanquish the eerie feeling that something is watching you. Suddenly, the three gray-skinned lizard-like warriors, brandishing glass scimitars and wearing daggers at their belts, charge you with unnerving silence. Drawing your sword, you realize that your silent attackers are of the same race as the creature who was dead among the hookah. The name of their horrible race comes to you. Slith! They could surround you and attack from both sides, but they don't. You sense that they fear the ancient ruins and will not turn their backs on it. You must fight the Sliths for at least one turn before attempting to flee. You attack first, then every Slith attacks you before you attack again. Okay, so you're... I think, Terry, you're attacking a Slith against the backdrop of the ruins.
What is a Slith?
It's a reptilian creature.
Okay.
It looks like kind of like a lizard man. Three gray-skinned lizard-like warriors with glass scimitars and daggers at their belts. The glass part is interesting. So yeah.
Okay.
And I have no reference picture. They don't have a picture
that's
in here.
Fine. So lizard people, yes.
Lizard people, yes.
I can do lizard people.
Okay, so we have got let's see, Slith number 1. Slith number 2 and Slith number 3. Okay. All right, here we go, Kill. So the Sliths have a skill of basically a level of 2, and they have 8 stamina. So these guys are not too bad. I think we should be okay with them, assuming everything goes okay. All right, so let's roll to take them down. Four, good start. Blam. Okay, now they're going to roll. They roll a 4, 2, and a 4. That's 2, 0. Oh, and actually, these guys are both level 1. It's only the first one that's a level 2. So, so they get 2 points of damage, but then the other ones miss entirely. No, 2 points of damage, and then the other one's 3. So they do 3 points of damage total. Okay. Okay, 3 is next. So 3 will do 2 points of damage. They get 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be 0, 0, and 1 point of damage. Okay. Then 2 will do 1 point of damage. They will rolling at 2, 4, and 2. So that's 1, 1, and 0. So 2 points of damage. Then 4 again. So that will kill this guy and take 1 off of him. Okay, so that means now that we can just have them rolling 2 and 2. 4 and 4. Unlucky, they both hit. Okay. So let's see. That was 2 and then 2 again. So that's 1 point of damage. They miss both times. Okay. Now we're caught up, Killbite. So now we're just fighting the 2 Sliths. So now we're caught up. So we can roll again. The worst slith is down. So they only hit on a 3 or 4. They only have a 50% chance of hitting. Okay, 1. The overconfident Sagard. Okay. That means only 1 point of damage. Only problem is that our stamina is not in great shape. So, another 1. Yeesh. Okay, and another hit. Same thing. Alright. There's a 2. Alright. Wait. Okay. So 4 is 1 and 0. 3. Okay, 4. I'm glad that we got that. Alright, so now there's only one of them left. 3 means 1 point of damage. Okay, we gotta take this guy down. Gotta take this guy down. 3. Okay, 2 points of damage. This thing keeps, like, recreating. Alright. Right, 2. Right, okay. This is not... stop doing the same thing.
Has the power to change the world.
Wait, I have a commercial. No, no, no. I love Skyrim, believe me, but no, we need more... Need more Conan. Oh, that may be all that we have. Ooh. Nice. This is a live symphony orchestra doing this. That's awesome. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so 2. 1 is a miss. And another 4, 2, 4. Okay. I had gotten 1 down there. That was really close. Okay, so we're down. We had 1 stamina point left when I was done with all that. Sorry, I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on with my music. Okay, we defeated them barely. And I mean barely. Okay. Section 16. As the reptilian slits die, their tongues flicker back and forth. Gain 3 experience marks. Okay. Seeing them lying in the dirt, you notice that each of them wears a glass dagger. You pick up the 3 daggers. Each one is a perfectly balanced throwing weapon made of volcanic glass which has been diabolically hollowed out and filled with poison. Save the daggers. Throwing each one will kill any creature level 2 or lower, or inflict 3 hit points on any creature above level 2. These weapons are so perfectly made that you can throw 2 daggers in 1 combat turn. Wow. That's pretty dangerous. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the, thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Rob, for the raid. What's up, Rob? Welcome back, man. Welcome back from, Europe side. What's going on, man? Okay, so throwing each one. So we have 3 glass daggers. Kills any creature level 2 or lower. 3 damage. Any creature. How you doing, man? Thank you, Rob, for the raid. Did I say thank you, raid, for the Rob? Thank you, Rob, for the raid. Thank you, something for the something. Sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. 3 damage, any creature level 3 or higher. So how was Forza, man? How's Forza? No longer jet lag. That's awesome. Was Forza good stuff? Can throw 2 at a time. If you guys are not already following Rob, I assume most of you are, but if you're not, you should be. Rob is an awesome dude. He is a member of good standing, of course, on Infinity and Beyond. He's a member of good standing of the Our Vocalists, my voiceover team, my voice team, and he is also a musician and just an all-around good guy. So good stuff. Forza Horizon 4 is damn fun. Nice, dude. Okay, so we got the 3 glass daggers. That's awesome. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left before we wrap up for today. So,
I need to hurry.
Sorry?
I need to hurry in that case.
Yeah, about 15, yeah. I mean, we could maybe push it to 20. It's not like, you know, hugely important. Leaving this list behind for scavengers, you enter the ancient building. Inside, a strange unearthly glow surrounds the ancient stones. In the moonlight, which slips through a crack in the roof. By the way, Rob, we're playing Sagard the Barbarian gamebook, so there's a lot of Conan style going on here. You see broken remnants of ancient statues, one-eyed gods, multi-armed goddesses, and cloven-hooved demons. You have now entered what was once a temple of a now-forgotten religion. Stepping to an ancient stone cube that sits undisturbed in the center of the structure, you keep watch on the forest outside. Section 17, Midnight Dreams. As the night passes, dreams merge with reality. The medallion at your chest seems to glow, and you are surrounded by misty spirits. Faces of beautiful priestesses clothed in diaphanous gowns appear before you and chant ancient hymns. For ages we have awaited a wandering Ratican lad to venture boldly onward and stop slith evil spread. This wording is rather unfortunate, for we don't understand rhyme schemes. So we're try to make this song work, though he's doing so in our dreams. Our living breath is stolen by undead gray-skinned lords. Take courage, mighty warrior, take Ambroth and your sword. In living tomb of yonder, the chained evil lies. Wealth and power comes to he who smites the Hydra's eye. Peach-colored dawn light filters through the ancient structure as you awaken from deep slumber. Looking around, you see no trace of the mystic creatures save for a golden chalice at your feet. For a moment, you eye the cup and the strange glowing liquid inside. It is Ambroth, an ancient potion associated with luck. Lifting the cup to your lips, you sip. Strength and spirit luck fill your body. Return to full hit points. Wow. From 1 to 20. Spirit luck will save you from death. Once in the course of battle, you may return to full hit points to save yourself. Mark this on your status chart. Wow. All right. Turn to full. Wow, this was worth it. This was a good. This is a good call for us to stop here, folks. This was definitely worth it. Okay, Section 18. Trek to Soothorpe. Journeying to the city, you contemplate your dream of the night before. I know, right? It'll be nice. You are vexed. You have never heard of the Hydra, but the dream seemed real. And had there been no spirits, there would have been no Ambroth. By late afternoon, you reach the decaying city of Soothorpe. Once Soothorpe was a powerful walled city, capital of an important kingdom, but a Devanian invasion has left it a city of broken granite, shattered towers, and crippled men. It's just so, oh man, I love it. So barbarian, I love it. Stepping down an elaborate maze of narrow, rubble-strewn cobblestone streets, you are astonished by the great array of people, for you have never been to a city before. Though destroyed in spirit, the city bustles with commerce. Peasants shuffle down the streets carrying burdens. Young girls sell fruit and dried beef. There are several kosher and halal stands right there. Also a couple of hot dog places. Yashian tradesmen in small carts shout as they whip their oxen. Gaudily dressed vixens beckon from alleyways, and tattered beggars with stumps for arms and legs beg for alms. As you have no map, you enlist the aid of an olive-skinned boy from the southern Gyptic deserts to help you for the price of a small hookah trinket. As you near the shop of Chaga the trader, the young boy whispers to you, "Chaga is a fair trader. Do not refuse his price." Chaga's shop is dark, dingy, and laden with goods, most of which appear to have been left behind from the war. Battered helmets, scarred swords, and ripped chainmail hang on the wall, while crude goblets and miscellaneous utensils are piled in unsightly heaps about the floor. At a large table in the center of the shop, several men play games with dice. Upon seeing your mud-spattered garb, they eye you with ill-concealed contempt. Chaga the trader, a dun-colored Hitaxian wearing a dust-colored cape and a patch over one eye, sits on a high chair behind a long counter. "Only one Ratican," he says, spotting you. "Usually our tribe sends many men." "The rest of my party was killed in ambush," you answer, "though many hookahs paid with their lives." "All who kill hookahs are friends of mine." The trader turns and snaps his fingers at a young boy. "Bring my friend some kashka." In a moment, I'm gonna go back to that one. Here we go. In a moment, the young boy returns with a small cup of a dark, bitter, sludge-like liquid. And what have you for me? Chaga asks. Looking warily over your shoulder at the other men in the shop, you pull out a pocketful of jewels that you took from the hookah. You must have killed many hookahs indeed, he says, studying your jewels. I will give you 100 gold pieces. They are worth 150, you say. At this, there is a rustling about the shop. You turn to see all eyes upon you. As you are young, I will tell you this once, so listen well. Chaga makes only one offer, and that offer is taken. At this point, you can either take his offer, or you can refuse it. Now remember, the boy did tell us that he was a fair trader. So, very simple poll. Take the offer or refuse it. He said he was fair. So what do we got, folks? Take the offer or refuse it? What's up, Illness? Yeah, a guy's got to make a profit. I think I mispronounced this. What's going on, Illness, by the way? How you doing, man? Hey, Rob, does Forza have a, I'm curious if Forza has a, career mode. Or like a sort of like a Gran Turismo style mode. Because I'm thinking, I wonder if I could play that on my... I wonder if it... And I also wonder if it's ever going to come... I guess it can't come to Switch because it's a Microsoft thing. But I wish there was like a Gran Turismo for Switch.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, well, Mario Kart's fun, but not quite the same.
Has cars in it. It's
Back in the day, though, I mean, I played Mario Kart in college all the time. I was asking if Forza has a career, sort of like a career mode, kind of like Gran Turismo. Sort of like a career mode. I mean, like, you know, Gran Turismo I love because it's basically Cars the RPG. So I'm just wondering if it's like that or not.
Cars the RPG, like as in Pixar's Cars?
No, not that Cars. Although I do like that movie. No, as in like, you know.
Cars?
It does have a career mode, but is it like? Can you buy cars and upgrade cars over time, or is it like career mode just in terms of what you drive? You have to win races to win money to buy cars and upgrade. Ooh. Right, well, and I would feel the same way, Aerodinel, if it wasn't for the fact that the boy told us that so-and-so was a fair trader.
I can hear a baby in the background.
Yeah, that's my son, who I think is going for a nap and is not very happy about it. Yep.
Sometimes I wonder if I draw lizard people a bit too lizardy.
It looks very like Mouse Guard, actually.
Oh,
like,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep, it was that.
It's not as much D&D Lizard Man, but I mean, it doesn't need to be.
Oh, that's like some time ago I played a German pen and paper game called Arcane Codex.
Oh.
And in that one I played a lizard person. But like the problem with that system was that like the official designs for those were like, you know, lizard ladies with boobies, and I was like,
oh,
no,
God.
No, thank you. I will just like completely redesign all of these.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Esper Genesis has a lizard race as well, which I want to say it's the Kesh, but it's not that. I can't remember what the lizard race is, but it's a much more like straight ahead. In fact.
And he's gone. This is my stream now.
Ugh. Sorry, I just want to see what the race is. It's not Volna. It's not Ashen Forged. It's not Valare. It's not Dendis. It's not Eldore. It's not human. Yeah, I didn't think it was Kesh. Madokai. You know, if you go, I don't know if you can see that on the stream.
Let me see. Oh yes, awesome.
Yeah, like he's like that's pretty cool. Like they're legit. They were one of the ones that were kind of like they had a whole big empire thing going on for a while, and so lots of people had their opinions about them. Sort of like the British, you know. Everyone has their own opinion about this place that did this stuff.
In Arcane Codex, they are basically these like Aztec style people, basically.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take the offer. I think that is a wise idea, chat. Okay, so we will take his offer. Section 20, the trader's price. Heeding Chaga's warning, you sell the jewels at his price. So it means we have 100 gold. You have made a wise decision. There's only one other thing. What is that? You respond. I have no gold coins. You must exchange for goods in my shop. What? Looking around the shop, you see that all of his items are grossly overpriced. For your 100 gold pieces, you would only be able to buy a small leather jerkin and a ration kit with food to last you for a few days, with 20 gold pieces left over. While you contemplate, you notice that the other 5 men in the shop are still taking interest in your decision. So you'd be able to, so if we do this, we'll get a small leather jerkin, which presumably would help our stamina. We would get a ration kit. Sorry?
But then we would have to wear clothes. That's just not barbaric.
Well, but even Conan can wear, like, the, you know, the leather bandolier thing, right? Like, that crosses over. It still shows his abs, right? You know?
Yes.
That type of thing. And a ration kit with food to last you for a few days. So it would give us food, and it would give us leather jerkin, and we'd have 20 gold left over. So that's what we'd have. But the question is, it's asking if we still do it or not. So... I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. Exactly. Conan actually wore full plate in the books for a while. I don't... Yeah, that's true. When he became king. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. You know, in some ways, I mean, it's a little bit... It reminds me a little bit of sort of the transition with Aragorn, who started out with, like, leather, basically. And then, you know, later on was wearing, like, the full plate. Except that Aragorn was never... Obviously, is never a barbarian, so it was a little bit different. Yes, exactly, Illness. I know. I mean, the thing is, if we say no... We're going to be in a fight with 6 guys in the shop. And if we don't... And also, I don't know whether the city guards are going to attack us or whatever. According to the boy, he said that the trader was fair. So I don't know. We could probably use the armor and the... what do you call it? And the food. But... I could go either way. Okay. Okay. So, we have 3 votes for change mind, 1 vote for still accept the offer. Oh, you might be in Jersey next week. Awesome. Oh, man, Hillness. Hopefully, maybe there's a chance that we might be able to get together. I don't know, because next week I have to finish my last work on my academic work that I've been staying late at school for the last few weeks as I've been working on my academic project. I also have to get Brahm's Patreon reward back to him. And the thing is that I am leaving... Friday, I'm going up to Canada. I'm leaving in the morning, so I'm going up to Ottawa because of, you know, CanCon. So I don't know what next week looks like for me. But anyway, We can talk about it. You should stop. You should just come. You should come to school while I'm teaching, Hilness. You can just sit in on one of my courses. You can sit in on my Lord of the Rings course. And I can be like, class, we have a new student here, and they'll be like, Oh, really? No kidding, Ardenel. The boy was a fetch. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Okay, so a fetch, basically meaning someone who's designed to kind of bait you into entering a shop and gives you all this like, oh, hey, this guy's great, he's wonderful, and, you know, he's not. Okay.
Someone like that before was not great.
I can introduce you as a world traveler. There we go, Illness. Okay, so we've changed our mind. All right. Section 22, in defiance of Sagar's warning. Indignant, you swoop the jewels into your pocket. As you turn, you hear a low metallic clatter as the men in the shop draw their weapons. You eye them carefully. Though none of them could stand alone against you in combat, there are 5 of them against you. Let's see. There are 5 of them of all ages and strengths. One is a grizzled 10-night veteran. Another is a tall, olive-skinned Phyrexian in baggy pants and a conical cap. The third and fourth are both Yadian peasants, one fat, one thin. And the final henchman is a timid but vicious-looking gyptic, the kind of man who starts fights but flees quickly. Silence him! Or no, slice him! The gyptic shouts, but none of them moves. As you step towards the door, they move in a circle around you. Get him, you lazy brigands, or it's to the street with a lot of you, Chaga calls. Knowing that you must fight them in the order to get out of the shop, you strike first. You may attack them in any order you want. Okay, so let's see how this goes down. So we've got... This is a little weird. So we've got the 10-night veteran. He's a level 2. But he only has 5 stamina. This guy, Phyrexian, is a level 1. And he's also only got 5. This guy is a Fat Yadian. That's how they call him. Fat Yadian. So he's a level 1. And he's got 10 stamina. And then we've got one more. Actually, 2 more. A Thin Yadian, who is a level 0. And has 15 stamina. And then a Gyptic henchman. And that's level 0 also. And he has 3 stamina. Okay. So here's what we've got. So I'll hold on to that 3 kilobyte for that roll. We'll hold on to that. So Chad, here's the question. Who do we fight first? And basically I think what we'll do is we'll take the top roll. So, and we'll do them in the order that the votes come in. So who do we fight? What order do we fight? Or who do we fight first? So you guys can see the things there. There's a Tet-Knight Veteran, Phyrexian, Fat Yadian, or the Gyptic Henchman. Okay, so which one of these do we fight? Do we fight the 10-Knight Veteran, the Phyrexian, the Fat Yadian, the Thin Yadian, the Gyptic Henchman? And you can see the statistics up top. I mean, in the box, you can see the statistics that they have. The only one you can't see there is the Gyptic Henchman. He has 3 stamina and 0 skill, so he's the weakest of all of them. So what are we looking at, basically? Do you want to go after the Gyptic Henchman, who's the weakest? Or do you want to go over after one of these guys? Probably the second weakest is the Phyrexian, because he's got 1 skill but only 5 stamina. And then maybe the Thin Yadian, because he has 0 skill but 15 stamina. And then maybe the 10-Knight, or I mean... Then, like, the Fat Yadian, 110. Probably the toughest one is the 10-Knight Veteran with 2 skill and 5 stamina. Only 5 stamina, but still. And this will be the last thing that we do. We'll just, get the results of this, we'll do the save point, and that will wrap it up for today. And I think we're about halfway through the book, so we'll be able to wrap it up in our next game book session. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this in, I'm going to do this in order. So last call to get these votes in. Right now we got 2 votes for the Tenite Veteran, 1 for the Fat Yachty, and 1 for the Gyptic Henchman. Any more votes can come in? Any more votes? Any more votes? Now's your chance as to who you want to fight first. Because what I will do is I will go after these in this order, and then I'll choose from there. So, last call, last call. And... okay, poll closed. Alright, so the Tenite Veteran. So now we got that 3, which means we do 2 points of damage. He will get a chance to roll. He does, so that's 2, which means he gets 1 point of damage. Okay. Alright, Kilobyte, so next one, please. Next die roll, please. We're continuing to fight the Tenite Veteran. And then I will go after the Fat Yachtian next. Actually, I'll probably go after the Gyptic, yes, just to get rid of him. So, 2. That means he'll do 1 point of damage. He rolls a 3, which means he does 1 point of damage. And then a 4 will kill him off and do 1 point of damage to the Gyptic Henchman. And the Gyptic Henchman will do no damage because he's terrible. And then, okay, I think I'm up to, that was 1. Okay, slow down on the rolls for just a sec, Kill. So that was 1. So I got the 4, then I got the 1, was 1 point of damage. And then the 3 is going to do 2 points of damage. That will kill the Gyptic Henchman, and then move us to the Fat Yachtian, which is 9. And then the Fat Yachtian will do no damage there. Then we've got a 4. 6. Okay, Fat Yachtian brings us to 6. He will roll, and again, we'll get nothing because they're terrible. Okay, that was a 3. 4 will do 3 damage to the Fat Yachtian. He will roll. He will roll a 3, and will finally do a single point of damage. And then the last one was another 3. And that will bring him to... actually, you did a 4, then a 3, so that's down to 1. He rolls that, so he will get 1. And then 1 is another 2 points of damage. So that kills the Fat Yachtian and does 1 point of damage to the next person, which I'm going to say is going to be the Phyrexian. Okay. Now, Kilobyte's going to roll a 2. Alright, so 2 is going to do 1 point of damage to Phyrexian. And he is going to do 1 point of damage with that 4. Okay, 1. Awesome, now we're caught up. He's going to do a 2, which is not going to do any damage, I think. 3. Okay, that will kill him off. So now we're on to the last guy, which is the Thin Yachtian. They should not have attacked us. They tried to screw us over one too many times. Okay, so we got 3 and 3. So 2 points of damage. He rolls. Whoops. He rolls and does 1 point of damage. 3 again is 2 more points of damage. He rolls and gets 1, which is nothing. I was wrong. I'm looking at the Thin Yachtian. Okay. 3, so 2 more points of damage. He rolls and will get nothing, because he sucks. Alright, so we're caught up, Kill, so I'll keep going. This last Yachtian. It's the final Yachtian. Right, it's Barbarian Haggling. Okay, 2, so that's 1 point of damage. And he rolls a 3 again. I don't think this guy has hit us yet. 4. Okay. Still hasn't hit us yet. 2 means 1 point of damage. He again misses us. These guys are terrible. We could actually, now that I think of it, I totally forgot that we could have used our daggers and taken down. I got to remember that next time. We have 3 glass daggers, so we could have taken down these guys, but it doesn't matter. We've only lost 5 points of stamina, and we're almost through these guys. This guy's terrible. 2, 1 point of damage. 3. Still hasn't done any damage. Alright, whatever you roll is going to do the job this last one kill. This will be the last roll you need to make for this guy. For Sagard the Barbarian. Yeah, they're only one use, because they're glass flat hat, so that would be imbalancing otherwise. Okay, 2. Plus they have poison in them, which is part of the reason I think you use the poison, and that's it. Okay, down goes Frazier. Alright, nice rolls there. Only 15, only 5 points. Lost on that fight. Okay. So, when you defeated all of the traitor's henchmen, go to 31. Section 31. Beating the traitor's henchmen. The shop is a shambles and littered with moaning henchmen. Gain 4 experience marks. Angry, you hold your sword to Shaga's throat. The traitor begs to you, "Spare me!" You eye the treacherous Ataxian icily as he pleads for his life. "I am a rich man. I will give you gold and jewels. You may have anything in my store." A crowd forms at the door. In it are 3 large, scarred men who look as strong as you. Looking over their rugged complexions, cold countenances, and python vests, you guess that they are serpent-worshipping Tenites. You must make a quick decision. You may either grab the nearby leather jerkin and ration kit of Chaga's, keep your money, and let the rabble in, thus giving you time to slip out of the shop. Or you may grab for the gold and jewels, risking an encounter with the snake lovers. The gold and jewels would come to 1,500 gold pieces, more than your entire tribe has ever seen. The problem is, though, 3 guys as strong as us is not a situation we can handle with only 15 points. Although we do have the glass daggers, in fairness. So we do have that. So the question is, I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether it's an automatic thing or whatever. But the question is, do we, are we basically going to, because they're not, I think they're going to be higher. If they're as strong as us, that means they're not going to be level 2. So it's not like we're going to kill them with the glass daggers. That's the problem. No, we didn't refuse the deal. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. That's right, because we ended up deciding against it in the end. Yep, you're right. Thanks, Flat Hat. Okay, so it's either grab the jerkin, the ration kit of Chaga's, keep our money, so we have 150 gold, get the leather and the rations, and then get out of the shop, or try to take the money and basically fight those 3 bad guys. So hey, what's up, Ten of Clubs? We do have spirit luck, that's true. I'm a little worried about getting into this fight just because I'm very low on time now. but we will see. So now's your chance to get the vote in one way or the other. So I'm a little nervous about that, to be honest. And the thing is, before, we were going to be taking the leather and the food, and we'd only have 20 gold. Now we have 150 gold still left, and we have, we've still got our leather and food, and we've got all of our gold. So we're in pretty good shape. How you doing, Ten? Good to see you. So, Aradinella, I think you meant $ vote, my friend. I think that's what you were trying to do. All right, we got last call coming up here. Last call. Last call. Last call. And... okay. So, this is our last section that we'll read. Section 33, Harsh Justice for Traitor Shaga. Worn out from your fight, you call to the rabble whom Chaga has cheated for years. Take what you want. Chaga wishes to make restitution. The shop floods with beggars and poor men. As you slip out the door, you see the treacherous traitors sink under a surging wave of humanity. Gain 2 experience marks, for justice is done. Hell yeah, justice has been done. Later, you inspect your new items. They are a leather jerkin, a ration kit, and 100 gold pieces. Note these items on your chart. So we now have 250 gold total. The jerkin will give you 10 extra damage points one time in combat. And the food will give you 5 hit points anytime you eat it, except if you were already in combat. So, let's see. Leather jerkin. Plus 10 HP once in combat. And the food... once not in combat. So there we go. So we've got leather jerkin, we got a ration kit, we got 3 glass daggers, we got spirit luck, we got medallion, and our save point. So find, whoops. Save point is going to be section 27. Save point is going to be 27, and we have to find the Green Hydra. All right, folks, so as we wrap up for the day, before we go through the illustrations, we ended up with 15 out of 20 stamina, 17 experience marks. We had died twice, 250 gold. We have a medallion. We have 3 glass daggers. We have spirit luck. We have leather jerkin, a ration kit, save point, and have to find the Green Hydra is what we have to do. I would say that was a pretty freaking good fight, guys. I think that went out pretty well. I think we did pretty well. So that now leads us to go over our drawings review, as we can take a look and see what we got here. We had some really awesome drawings today from Terry. So, all right, Terry, shall we go through from the beginning? So we begin. You take us through these drawings one by one. So first off,
we have our hero Sagard in all his barbarian glory.
Yeah, check that out. I like the extra spikes too. Is that like, is his headband a golden headband?
A golden headband?
Well, yeah, he's got a headband, right?
Yeah, but like I was thinking more like leather with like, what are they called again?
Studs? Was it studs? I was thinking of him being like sort of a pro wrestler Hulk Hogan type. That's fine. You said 70s hairstyle, so yes, leather is fine. Okay, so leather, probably stained in blood. Also all these skulls, I dig it. I love the sword. What is that like below the sword, the hilt? Is that just like the blade, like three, like you know, like raked down 3 times, like, or
one of those ridiculous sword and sorcery,
like serrated swords? Awesome. I dig it. Okay, so that's our guy. All right.
Then his first encounter
against the hookah warrior. Awesome. I love it. Okay.
Oh yeah, or
the Crocosaurus.
Crocosaurus, yes.
Oh man, I love it. Quack.
Yeah.
That guy was nasty. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Then Sagard, pretending to be a ghost.
I'm a ghost. Okay. Awesome.
And then a quick drawing of a lizard dude.
Yeah, just a quick drawing of the lizard one. Wow, so we got 5 done today.
Yes.
That was a lot. But it was good. How did you feel about the art potential of this game book? Did you?
Oh, yeah. Very good. No, barbarians are always fun.
Awesome. This was really, really cool. All right. Well, this was great stuff as always, Terry. Where can the fine people see you next, and where can they see more of your amazing art? And chat, can we get some love for the art, by the way? Where can we find out more about all stuff Terry Tunes regarding art?
Well, first of all, you guys can see more of me here during the next Lord of the Rings D&D stream.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, yes. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, you guys can find my art across all of the social media. I'm very sorry, I'm like super tired right now.
That's okay.
Like I'm on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on DeviantArt, I'm on ToonSub, I am on a bunch of other sites, Instagram. Currently, I'm participating in this Inktober thing that some of you might have heard of. Last year I didn't, and the year before that I had to like stop halfway in between because I kind of burned myself out on it because I I put too much time into each drawing, and that was very exhausting over the course of a month. So this time I'm trying to restrain myself a little bit, but I hope like that the drawings will still be interesting, and hopefully that I can like last all month this time, so you guys can go check that out if you are interested in that. So yes, I also have a Patreon, which Arf keeps reminding me to remind people of.
Yes.
Basically what you can get there is that I occasionally post work in progress pictures, and other than that, like any proper illustrations that I make, you can get there in a high resolution in case you want to print them out for yourself or whatever capacity. So yeah, that's what that is for. So if you want to support me, you can do that there.
Do we have we need to put a command in just so we can remember. Do we have a link?
Well, I mean, my name is Tari Toons on literally everything, so...
yeah, but you're...
I will find the link for you. Just a second.
I got it.
Here you go.
Oh! Ninja! I literally got it a second later. Okay, so yes, you should definitely check that out. I support Patreon, Terry's Patreon. You folks should as well. Also, your support of my Patreon allows me as well to be able to pay. I was about to say pay Patreon. That's true, actually, sadly. But to pay Terry for the work that she does here. Certainly not enough for what her quality of her art is, but we're working on it. You know, as the support goes up, we'll be able to do more. So, but this is always, Terry, was a great pleasure. I really like doing these streams, and I'm looking forward to our next gamebook session probably next month. But in the meantime, of course, I will see you back here next week for AME, for Adventures of Middle-earth.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good time. Thank you, Terry, so much. Can we get some love again, chat? Thank you. And Terry, I will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. So, that is going to do it for that. There's the picture of the picture of the image. I love it. Okay. So that's going to do it for this today. This was a good time. I really enjoyed it, as always. Always have fun doing the gamebook sessions, and I hope you folks do as well. This is something which I think is unique. I don't really think anyone else on Twitch is doing something like this, and so it's good to be able to be a part of this, which is always awesome. Now I am running very late to start getting ready for my GOG stream, so I'm going to have to go over and do that, set up for that quickly. At the top of the hour, in a little over 20 minutes, I'm going to be on GOG, and I'm going to be playing Pen and Pixels. I'm going to be playing Pathfinder Kingmaker as I continue my stream of that. Really looking forward to that. For those of you who missed it, I do have a schedule up for this month. It is very tentative, but on Friday I will have Lone Wolf HD Remastered, which I will hopefully be wrapping up, or close to it anyway. And then on Saturday we will be doing D&D with viewers, but again, that partially depends on schedule framing, and I don't... This is only a tentative schedule for the first week or so of the month. Usually it's always tentative because I'm trying to lock things down, but should be set by that time. Again, please be on the lookout for other stuff. We're going to have release things coming out for my band's album. We're going to have more announcements about publishing stuff, just a whole bunch of things that we've got going on. So please make sure you keep track of that. Thank you for all your support of this stream and your support of this channel. We hit 70 subs today, which is amazing. We lost a little bit on the Patreon because we had to have a couple of adjustments from people who are European and got hit by the value-added tax that Patreon is now taking, so that means we had to make some adjustments over there. So the Patreon is a little bit lower, but the subs are definitely up. If you're able to support the Patreon with !ARVTREON, that makes a big difference. You can get some cool stuff for yourself, including a character background written by yours truly, epic poem written by yours truly, a copy of one of my band's 3 albums, soon to be 3 albums. There's a lot of stuff available to you there, even a critique of your writing if it's at a high enough tier that you support, and of course inspirations that you can use during the course of the month for the various campaigns that we do. And then obviously subbing to the channel really helps as well, so you can get some custom sub badges done and all that kind of stuff. So yep, 70 subs, which is a record. When we get to 71, that'll be a new record. Everything from here on out is a record for the channel. So so thank you all for those of you who've been able to support it. That definitely makes a difference. Thank you to all those who made it possible for that to happen with both gift subs and with jumping on board with subbing to the channel. It really does make a difference, so thank you. But I'm gonna head over now to GOG and get that done. I will hopefully see you over there at 4 p.m. We won't be doing a raid because of that, because I'm hoping to see you over there on Friday. Again, I will be back here during the evening about 9 p.m. Eastern to continue with Lone Wolf HD Remastered. However, please keep stay tuned to the channel and to the Discord !ARVCord, because that may change over the next few days depending on how things shake out in terms of the schedule. 72, so I have 6 feet of subs. Exactly, I need 6 feet of subs. I like that, or no, I like that. That's good. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Thanks, everybody. Love you all. Best viewers on Twitch, as I've said many times. Thanks to the wonderful mods, to Hillness, to Kilobyte, to Terry Tunes, and to 10 of Clubs. Terry, a special thanks today for the wonderful illustrations and drawings. Thank you, as always, Terry. Really appreciate that. Thank you to all of my mods who do an amazing job. Thank you to Aerodinel, to GC Darkside Rob. Good to see you again, Rob. Welcome back again. And, of course, to Kooky Canuck. Thank you to all my subscribers. It really makes a difference. And thank you to the Patreon supporters that don't show up there, but are always showing up in my heart. Thank you so much, because it definitely makes a difference. Thank you to my viewers, Apple Bad Apple, Brahms, Commander Root, ECAG, Flat Hat, Flying Enemy. I don't think I've seen you in here, Flying Enemy. I hope you like what you saw and will support the stream with the Patreon and the subscription and all that kind of stuff like we know. Thank you to Ghost of Christmas, and by following. Thank you to Ghost of Christmas Future, to Jagtress, to Carohemd, to Madjubster, to Mikios, to Mr. Mano, Not47Y, Positivity Bot, Poltergeist Zero, Questionable Results, Skinny Seahorse, Slow Cool, You Christensen, V&K, and Virgo Pros. Thank you all so much. Oh, wonderful, lovely people. And that's going to do it for me. I am going to head off now and get ready for Pathfinder Kingmaker, so I'll see you over there in a little less than 20 minutes over at GOG. Until then, everyone be good to each other, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Now